There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's script to Aaron's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma. Another win, oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down loud. Every week when we cabbage flow, tune in for this little piggy show. From revenge porn to felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent. His empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat. Aaron's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars. And this little piggy's breaking down, wow. Every week we're in cabbage flow. Tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.
Welcome to This Little Piggy, a weekly roundtable discussion about the Steel Toe Morning Show. The show hosted by the fat-chinned, cum-slurping Aaron Imholt. I'm Carl from MLC. With me, as always, from Nobody Likes Onions, it's Patrick Melton. What's up, Patrick?
Howdy.
Of course, creator of SteelToe.lol. It's Moody here.
Glad to be here as one of 3 homeowners on this show.
Also joining us, one of those homeowners from the Blind Mike Project and Who Are These Socials, Blind Mike.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much for being here. I want to remind the viewers of this fine program that we do say the G word around here. That's right. We do have a goal, and that's why we're here. Money, 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 money. It's the only reason why any of us do this. So we ask you to donate early. We ask you to donate often, so we don't have to beg at the end of the show and humiliate ourselves. Can I just give a quick shout out to Bubble Popper 24 in Reddit? Holy shit, this guy. He watches so much Steel Toe, he's going to lose his mind. I assume it's a guy.
We're going to have to pay him.
Seriously. It's a producer of the show.
It's this that I've been really feeling toe fatigue this last week and a half. It's been tough to bring myself to pay attention to him. And if it wasn't for the bubble poppers and the dooms when they're not banned from YouTube,
so really, thorough Joe Burrow, Stalin 19.
What do you think the reason for that is? Do you think that he is boring now, or do you think that he's so pathetic all the time that it's just not fun anymore?
Well, the storylines around him kind of went away, right? Like now there's sort of nothing going on.
Yeah, he's sort
Telling
of
me.
just
Well,
he's beating his chest. It's the same thing happening over and over again. Like it's just one guy. I think when we had April before, at least there was like this external stimulus to him where things might go differently with every show. Now it's just one guy who reacts the same regardless of what's going on.
Yeah, and he's playing a character that he's admitted that it's a character, that he actually doesn't get any sleep at night, and he is stressed out about his show, and he is worried about the numbers dropping. And so you watch this fake guy get out with all the bravado and say, I'm killing it, and they're all losers, and this little piggy is dying, and it's dead because of the Mikey interview, and everyone just watches and goes, all right, so, I mean, he knows he's lying. He's obviously lying. What else is there to say?
I do think there's like small things, little nuance things that are very interesting. Like I find this stuff that's happened over the past 2 weeks, and we didn't really cover it last week, but with Matt, him losing his friendship with Matt is kind of snuck under the radar. Like for people who don't know, Matt got married to the Grinch girl chick. They had a brief stint this year earlier where they were like defending Aaron on Reddit a lot, and then they kind of went away because Aaron told them to. And I guess this Grinch girl has a daughter, and she got into like a spat on Facebook that she was very public about, posting an argument with her daughter's friend's mother.
Yeah, about her daughter getting a job.
Aaron decided to bring that to the show and read it and admonish Grinch girl for it.
And this was a private thing on Facebook. You could only see it if you're friends with her. So no one could see it.
Matt to have to stick up for his wife, and basically unfriend Aaron on Facebook, and so then that's led to Aaron having to go sweep for himself, basically by putting down Matt, putting down Grinch Girl, saying she's controlling his life, and like this is like what he does. He like just burns bridges. This personal thing that could have just gone ignored for a little bit, and you could probably have salvaged his friendship. He's like, nah, we got to burn this motherfucker down.
So this is
that for? Are there people in his chat? Like, are his fans like, what is this Grinch Girl bitch up to? I bet she doesn't have a job. Like, what is the what's the reason for bringing that to the show?
Mike, I say it all the time. Aaron's show is for Aaron. And so Aaron was trying to send a message to a specific person and decided to do that on his show.
Yeah.
This is the post that Matt's wife posted. She said, "We have parted ways. We will not be saying anything else about this or anything else. We ask you please respect our privacy and take us off the list of people that get harassed because of the steel toe connection. There is no more connection." So let's remember
Someday we'll find it.
Steel toe connection.
Let's remember why Matt was even a friend and a co-host in the first place. Matt was a fan of Aaron on the radio and then started his own podcast out of his garage and invited Aaron on.
He wasn't a fan. He was a hater.
Yeah, none of Aaron's co-hosts are classically trained radio men, Carl.
Right.
He plucks talent out of the nether regions.
Tried to dive into the rough like Opie, I know.
They actually had a rivalry to begin with because Matt was shitting on Steel Toe, and then Steel Toe was like, "You think you're so badass? Why don't you come onto the show?" He invited him onto the show, and then they became friends. And
that's what always happens. He wins over his haters.
Right.
It's true.
Right. For 10 years, and then he insults their wife publicly, and then they sever the connection.
Never meet your heroes.
So I want to start with Aaron addressing steeltoe.lol, this fantastic website that Moody has set up for us.
Oh, your Cope site.
Yes.
The Cope
Steel Toe is taking this as a big W for himself.
I don't know how people do 2-hour shows. Like even our evening shows, our B shows, which are dying, by the way, missed last night, ended up being 50. We can pull that off, though, with Oz Return Day.
This is great. This is going to be a theme throughout the show today. Yeah. He is flailing. All of his shows are missing by big numbers, and he doesn't know what to do.
What does he mean he doesn't know how people can do 2-hour shows? Doesn't he do like 4.5-hour shows?
Right. That's what he's saying. He has so much content.
He can limit to 2 hours.
Right.
Oh, but the show is dying.
I don't know how people have steel toe fatigue and it's too much toe when we're all the ones who never leave the internet. We're the ones who need to get out and touch grass. He doesn't think about this stuff when he leaves the studio.
Now
he's about to dunk on you guys, and while saying the show's dying, by the way, we're gonna have to.
That's what I mean. It's become so ridiculous. Even a fan of Aaron would watch this and be like, "Wait, what's going on here?"
There's something going on with his lips as well. They're so shiny. They are glistening.
It's the morning show's chance to carry the evening. And yes, we will go until shit. You knock that all out and you get to 600 members, which we're only 48 away from. I'll give you an extra hour today. That's right. I'll give you an extra hour if everything gets balanced out.
So this is part of the cycle of the toe. We haven't heard this in a while where it's like bargaining for, I'll spend more time with you guys online if you give me money or buy memberships, or like, that used to be the theme of the show, and he got away from that. Now he's back at it again.
Do you guys remember like the years of Steel Toes past when he used to do this overtime thing? Hit the goal.
Yep.
And then we'll do half an hour of overtime. Mm-hmm. Overtime's a given now. There's no overtime. It's just time.
Well,
and then he'll give you
Patrick proved that if you don't give him money, he'll do more time. That's how you get to do more time.
I have a policeman at my door.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, come back when you're ready.
All right. Bye.
He looked very distracted.
Spy report.
Seriously. All right.
You guys saw it. It's illegal to shit on Steel Toe now.
He comes back.
I'm not going to be here tonight. My daughter has a choir concert. She has a solo. I'm very excited about that. So we will not have an evening show on Tuesday. Then when we come back on Wednesday, YouTube will be back. I have decided I'm bringing back YouTube. Here's the very simple reason. I like the
We thought long and hard about it. We figured, should we be on the largest streaming platform in the world? I thought maybe we should. Yeah.
Well, he says it like as if YouTube has been shut down and he's
Right.
going to turn it back on.
Yeah. Will I take YouTube back? Maybe. I don't know. They fucked up too many times, but I don't know.
membership revenue. I like the watch page ad revenue. It's a little extra. And the evening shows, we may have to drop the G word on the evening shows. And
Whoa, big changes coming. See, what's happening is, and we'll get into this because he talks about it a lot this week. Aaron's evening show numbers are nothing. He's got a little over 100 people watching realistically. And so it's hard to make $250 when there's only 100 people watching.
Are those real numbers or Rumble Studio numbers that you're dealing with, Carl?
Well, we can look at both.
just eat it and be happier and just have a little more fun doing the evening shows, because I think while the morning show is doing great, the evening shows have taken a hit that I just don't think they're going to recover from. I just
Not with that attitude, they won't. Jeez, Aaron, so defeated.
$25 per listener is a mere pittance. Aaron talk about Tim Pool again for the second time today.
There's a moment, we'll probably get to it. There's a moment where he's getting desperate. He's like, if you're in there chatting, you should be giving me money. Like just be able to communicate with other people watching the show should cost a fee.
think after 5 years, it's too much toe for everybody. The evening show just, I mean, it's always done. I know in the Twitch days, it did like 225 at a time. And now it's still doing over 300 when we do Rumble only. It's doing 200 something when it's Rumble and YouTube. But
so viewership
it's just
is growing.
not.
Am
Yes.
I wrong about that?
Correct, Mike.
So why is he making so much less money?
Also, these numbers that he's obsessed with lately. He's every episode he's talking about how many people are watching him live. He's constantly looking at that Rumble Studio number and telling us the number. It's like, dude, just fucking ignore it. Who cares? Just do a show.
The number matters more to him than reality. It's like if he was, for example, if he was gaining weight and there's like this hypothetical store that you can go to where all the like tags on the back of the shirt say one size that is smaller than what they actually are. He could be like, he would go there, buy a large, which is an extra large, and be like, look, I haven't gained weight. It says large on
Moody,
my
all he
tag.
needs
I'll
is
show you my tag.
A funhouse mirror would be enough for this guy to cope with reality.
Rocking the same vibe. You know, I don't feel it. I could just be paranoid, but we're gonna see how the rest of this week goes. We've only got Wednesday left for Rumble Fridays, for evening shows. We'll see how it goes, but we've had misses the last two shows, and it's been tricky the ones before that. It could just be a lull. We're not going to overreact, but
This is when he starts speaking as if there's a huge force in the Steel Toe Army. This organization that he has. We're not going to panic. We think it might just be a lull.
This is him not overreacting. I clipped this particular show for my Sunday show.
Nice.
And it's, I don't know, half an hour's worth of him going, I guess YouTube is just dead and the evening show is dead. And it's him saying it over and over again. And then he's like, no, we're not going to panic. We're not going to overreact to any of this.
He's been doing this thing lately as well, where he will go into his YouTube chat before the show starts and tell people, my prediction is that we get less than 100 people on YouTube today. Come to Rumble. It's much more fun. And he pastes the Rumble link. So almost like if they get a low number on YouTube, he can be like, I did that on purpose.
Yeah, he's actively trying to get people to not watch him on YouTube. And then no one's watching him on YouTube. He's like, hey, where'd everybody go?
He
Go
said
figure.
something on that day. If you have the clip, I don't mean to spoil it, but he said something like, we're one of the top shows on Rumble every day. He's like, every day we're one of the top live shows on Rumble.
Okay.
If that's true, what an indictment of Rumble.
Right.
I'm not even saying that shitting on Aaron. If my show on Sunday is the biggest show on YouTube, Google is in grave danger.
Right.
Like, I don't understand why he would be celebrating that.
Patrick is back.
What'd you do?
Anything to report, my friend?
No, simple domestic.
Okay. You let her get to a phone, huh?
Yeah.
That's on you.
Well, they're like, can we speak to the homeowner? And you're like, oh, all right, I'll go.
Back to the clip.
After this week, I'm going to reevaluate the evening shows, and just not from a panicking perspective or anything, just a business perspective of what works best for the show.
Who brought up panicking? I love that it's in his head already. It's like, so we're going to reassess what we're doing, try to make it better. Not that we're panicking. Who said that? Did someone just say that?
There's only two perspectives, business and panicking. Which one are we going to have today?
But that's the voice in the back of his head saying, we're not panicking. We're totally not panicking. Yeah, we're not panicking.
Guys, today's a panic show. I'm going to need all you to all hands on deck.
I think he's panicking.
But you morning cats, holy Jesus, you guys have been doing great. Thank you. Over 800 yesterday at a time we peaked out at. The Rumble numbers are ridiculous.
What?
Yeah, we have the evidence of that now, thanks to Moody.
You know, it is. So here's what you guys did. I'd like to take credit for breaking people's brains on this one. But you guys have broken people so badly. Check this out. I saw this in a comment yesterday. Did you know that the people who took their best shot and missed at the toe, and the toe is now stronger than ever? Did you know?
I mean, this is what's so insane about this. He's like, the show is dying. I don't know what we're going to do. And we might just scrap it all together. We're not panicking.
Maybe there's always been dying, but now he's just slightly stronger.
It's bigger than ever.
He used to make over $20,000 every month, and now he's like, oh, we're missing 2 shows.
Yeah,
Maybe Goldfold should super chat him and tell him his name's on the death certificate.
Oh, that those people in their latest cope created a website so you can see our Rumble studio numbers in real time. Not, I mean, if they're being honest, they're seeing the same numbers that I am, and all they're doing is replaying. When I say 815 watching, they made a website so they can torture themselves and sit and look at that. Or
can you imagine a world where this happened to any one of us, and if we genuinely think it's wrong, we don't go over it and show why it's wrong and bring up the Spurg website? Like
yeah, you either ignore it or you meet it head on.
Right. Like, we don't tell you that his golf tournament is a scam. We bring up the ticket prices and we show you the event website and we walk you through how none of the prizes got given out that he said, the TV and everything. Like, he's just like, trust me, they're wrong over there. I don't need to show you.
It's like he's running a book club where they only read the blurb at the back of the book, and then they move on to the next one.
So that sucks. All right,
get into it.
Yeah.
I think I noticed maybe the biggest the biggest instance of that this week, because I watched you guys' show last week, and there's a very funny moment when you guys were watching Aaron eat an onion, and Patrick stopped it and goes, "This is supposed to be owning me." Like, I thought it was very funny. Yeah. And then
this is what
Aaron
winning looks like.
Yeah, right. And then Aaron brought that up this week, and he literally said, oh, "That onion thing really got him this week." It was just so strange. I was like, "Am I crazy?" Like, you question yourself when you watch Aaron.
He would have considered eating 2 onions if he really felt that was the case.
they made up a cope website where they could lie about how many, because I show you right there on Rumble Studio, I show you what the number is. You have broken them so badly. I can't take credit for this one because this is you guys watching and hitting like. You have broken them so badly.
That is true. I always scan the number of likes on all of his videos before we do this little piggy. And that's when I'm like, oh, my brain is broken with these
9
likes.
likes.
What a retard.
I like that he gives credit to the fans, though. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is not
He's being
this
modest.
is me.
You know, he thinks he's being modest right there. He's like, obviously, I'm the one who broke their brains, but I'll give you guys some credit for
It
this.
was all of us.
It's all, yeah.
Created a cope website so that they can watch along, not only watch the toe, but watch the numbers go up. It's I don't think I've ever beaten another show so badly. I don't think I've
He told on himself right there because it's watch the numbers go up. The reason they never come down is because the Twitter number is an aggregate.
Right.
Like
Yes.
the reason, like we all watch a show. I was doing a show yesterday. We had 1 minute, we had 1,000. Kevin goes live. We're down to 840 something. I can tell when Kevin gets off because they pop back up 100. Like whatever it is, like they fluctuate throughout the show. His always go up, and he had no questions about that.
Yeah, that's a good point. At the end of the show, who is that for? He's just begging for money and playing a song you don't want to hear and asking for donations. Like everyone's tuning out at that point. At the end of my show, I play voicemails. You know, a lot of people tune out for that. They're like, all right, that's enough. We got the main programming. It's out of the way. You see the numbers go down. His numbers continuing to go up is definitely a sign of shenanigans and tomfoolery, if you ask me.
broken a group of people. So like I've beaten shows before, so these victories I've been running off with this last year or so, I'm used to that. Like they're not, but I am.
Old hat.
Can I see the list of the shows he's beaten?
The girl he harassed in Iowa, right?
Well, yeah. There's actually no. She's doing fine.
She's doing all right.
It'd be shorter to list all the shows on the internet he hasn't beaten yet.
Yes.
But breaking an audience this way, I've never done that. I've never been able to accomplish that. So that is awesome. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Aaron, creating an entire website based around one guy so you can get mad at his viewership, isn't that psychotic?
That's not what I was thinking. And in fact, this idea was like an entire website, as if this took months to build. There's a whole project team involved in developing this.
Would have been okay, Moody, but Jesus, the whole website.
Hold on. And the purpose of the website is to not only get mad, because I love building websites that make me mad, but also to get mad at his viewership. We're mad at,
he's
we're
doing
mad at
so
his,
well.
yeah, his fans are really grinding my gears. No offense, Mike.
Yes, dear. Yes, Virginia. It is psychotic. But I've said for a long time, and you have to allow me time to gloat because some of you thought I was nuts. I said I mentally break people simply by doing a show and hitting go live. And you said, oh, you joke about haters too much. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I gloat. I'm a gloater. I've always been a sore winner. I will always be a sore winner.
See, again, he has that thing where what's actually happening is happening in his head. Where he's like, you're talking about the haters. That's not good programming. It shows that you're losing because you're constantly addressing them. And so he has to say that part out loud like he's Jim Gaffigan with the heckler in the front row or something and then address it immediately.
I know all 30 of you hate when I talk about the haters. But
Right, yeah, right.
A Cope website, dude. I've never seen anything like it before. Never seen anything like a Cope website.
He has, though, because there used to be a website called mholtdivorce.com, which
Good
was
point.
a countdown to his divorce.
And there
That
we only
Patrick
watch
said
the
it.
numbers go down from 2 to 1.
So later on in the week, he addresses the website again.
Problem for me. Keep hitting like, keep hitting subscribe, keep hitting follow, and maybe we'll hit that 800 number today. I get people so mad at me for not dying and our numbers going up. Some guy just emailed me the website that he made as a cope for our viewership numbers, where they alter our viewership.
It sounded like he was saying that I emailed him.
Yeah,
The
the guy who
website-
made the website said it.
I've never contacted Aaron. That's not me.
Site that he made as a cope for our viewership numbers, where they alter our viewership numbers. I mean, look, I'm on Rumble Studio. I don't know what to tell you. It says 727 are watching right now. If that upsets you, don't make a cope website. You're wasting your money. I'll give you money if you need it.
What? Yeah.
Yes, I accept.
WATPshow@gmail.com is my PayPal.
don't waste your money. I'll give you money if you. So instead of wasting money on the website, take the website down and he'll pay you.
Right.
Because you're coping with the website.
It depends how much money. How much money we talking here, Aaron? Because
Yeah, what are we talking about?
how many goals? How many experiments worth of money?
Patrick and I both have legal bills here, Aaron. So yeah, if you could start sending some money over, that'd be
You guys
great.
had nothing to do with the website. Don't come in here trying to take my
To be
money.
clear, I cannot ask Aaron Imholt for money legally.
That's true. That's a good point. That'd be a problem.
But to Patrick's point
Yes,
earlier,
thank
he's like, what do you mean? There's Rumble Studios saying 727, which Moody's entire point was like the number he's saying is 727, but that includes Twitter, which is constantly going up, Rumble, which seems to be inflated. That's the point. He's not addressing the point.
It's so insane because it's like anybody else except Chad and Aaron will address. Like if I was called out, if people are constantly calling me out about the Twitter number, like, hey man, you understand Twitter this is just impressions. This isn't views. It's not live viewers. It's none of this. I would address that immediately. I would come on and go like, okay, it's been brought to my attention that Chad and him both just keep on counting that number. Like, I don't know what you guys are just haters, man. Okay.
Him
If you're going to
pulling-
go to the effort of lying, say like, oh no, I look at the Twitter analytics and we have a lot of people on Twitter or whatever. Like, make something up.
Sure.
well, that's
Even just say an impression's an impression, man. I count that.
Yeah.
Just say that.
That's the thing that sort of inspired me to make the website. It's when he flashed his Rumble Studio up on the screen, it had the total number, and then there were the platforms next to that. And if you did YouTube plus Rumble, it didn't come close to the number. And next to X or Twitter, there was just a dash. But that number was then being added to that total. So it was like some stuff was happening behind the scenes, and I just wanted to get a breakdown of that, and that's the purpose of steeltoe.lol.
It is brilliant.
But yes, thank you. 722 right now. Let's get up to 800. I want them to get their money's worth. Red Fox Mad with 499 says, I love Oz.
All right, so he's addressed this a couple of times now, so you can tell that he's not thrilled that website exists. Of course, he never gives out the URL. He never really talks about what it is. He just says it's a Cope website, and it proves that he's winning and that we all lost.
Yeah, it doesn't even take into account the WB or any of the other networks that.
There is a feature on the website which I don't know that everyone's aware of, but if you click on if you go to any of the graphs, if you scroll down to that graph, click view previous shows, and then open like the second or third one, not the top, second one, and then you scroll down, you see the graph. You can click on where it says Rumble, YouTube, or Twitter to like remove those. So remove YouTube, remove Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could see like Twitter only ever goes up. It never goes down. So
Right.
you can isolate between the different ones.
Do just YouTube. Yeah, that's what a normal distribution of a show.
That makes sense right there. As he's begging for money at the end, people tune
It
out.
goes down. People lose interest.
Yeah.
Right.
But Twitter just goes
It
up.
never
Like,
goes down on Twitter.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a brilliant website, and I recommend that people go to the site while Aaron's live and check out the what is it called? Aaron's View.
The movie mode.
Movie-
We've added audio to it now. So
Yes. Movie mode with audio. It's fantastic.
you click
What's
that
the song?
switch. It
Invisible
was
Touch or something.
Invisible Touch, like a 8-bit version, a MIDI version of Invisible Touch.
All right. So someone asked Aaron to play the This Little Piggy theme song on his show, and he refused to do that, unfortunately. I think it'd be a hit with the Steel Toe crowd, but unfortunately he's not going to do that. He's going to explain why he's not going to do that.
In the show that I killed by doing nothing, you mean the group therapy session show? And let's be honest, it's kind of sad now. It's like at first I was like, oh man, I'm a draw. I'm like the ultimate heel. But now I'm like, guys, it's over. You
Gosh, I don't remember him saying that. I don't remember him even acknowledging the show existed at all. Even when I super chatted him $100, he wouldn't even read the name of it. And now he's going, I actually loved it when it first came out. That was pretty cool.
I'm not a loser, but if I am a loser, I'm probably the best loser.
It's kind of a strange admission though, because he's like, Now it's just sad because my show is dying and they're still talking about me.
Well, right.
In a way, he's right.
That's true. Yes. I think we all had that discussion early on in this program, actually.
Well,
Lost to Aaron.
Hold on. The expression is not you're beating a dying horse. It's not dead yet.
You'd be killing the horse.
Heel. But now I'm like, guys, it's over. You lost to Aaron. Your shit didn't work. Let it go. Sorry, Jim Sharkey. No, we're not going to play the intro to that. I mean, I've done some pathetic things in my day, but oof. I feel bad for them.
He won't even take money to play it. That's the funny thing. This is the Rumble Rant Friday, where they're like, here's $20 to play this thing. He's like, I don't need money that badly. Yes, you do. We know that you do.
Pride.
Yeah, no, you don't.
No, it's time for the White Power Hour.
But oof. I feel bad for those guys.
Oh, that's one of his go-to things too. I actually feel bad for those guys. Oh, that's nice, Aaron. Thanks.
I really do feel bad for them. It's like, you've been following me around, holding my pocket, bitch, for the last 2 years, and you've had this much impact.
How is that possible?
First of all, I have court documents that say otherwise.
Yes, I've read through them. It's a lot of impact going on, in fact.
Oof. That sucks. Jim Sharkey says, I checked out a little bit of Scarlett Hampton's body of work, and I needed some eye wash afterwards. Yeah.
We're going to get into his takes on Matt Mead
Inside.
and Scarlett. It's
Inside.
This guy is such a fucking know-it-all. It's crazy what he has to say about it.
He's a sore winner that feels sorry for the people he's beating. That's not what a sore winner is.
No. Good point.
That and the Coke problem, like, it just, everyone give that. There's gonna be a blast radius there. That's gonna be a mushroom cloud. If you don't get the fuck out of the way, you deserve to be taken down by it. All right, this was great. This is Gene Simmons of Kiss. He won some kind of Jew medal.
All right.
That's all. Just call it gold. Jew medal is gold.
Supertip.gg/WATP. Principal Uncertainty is here. He says, Carl, have you considered an Isotopes cover of the This Little Piggy theme song? I actually play in a band called Buzzmeyers that has a lead singer, and I have considered that because I think that song shreds. So, yeah, it's a good idea. No one would know what the fuck we're doing while we're playing it live in front of an audience, but it's a cool song. Labyrinth Mystic.
Why are there so many hate tiers of Steel Toe? What do they have to gain? Steel Toe plays news clips. Steel Toe hits the goal as long as his viewers still pay.
Deny his view count, he'll just run to Rumble. Their honest view numbers you'll see. Someday they'll find it. The Steel Toe Connection, the toe heads, the onions. Moody, la, 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 la.
That was incredible. He was singing it there for a minute. Yeah. Holy shit. Impressive. Principal Uncertainty again says, I watched Steel Toe Morning Show live and chucked him a few bucks. It was an interesting experiment. I sincerely joked and interacted, but something struck me. He fake laughs, pockets the cash, but nothing registers. Oh, yeah. As soon as that money is given to him, he's on to the next money. It's crazy how little he regards donations.
Just real quick, with how he's covering up his dwindling YouTube numbers by saying, like, we don't even, we're all about Rumble now. Like, I don't know if you saw Mersh post his Stream Charts Rumble award or whatever he got.
No.
So Mersh has this theory that Rumble is in big trouble. Rumble's a publicly traded company now, but Mersh is the 122nd largest streamer on Rumble.
That's what I mean. No offense, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So he's 114 in the U.S., I believe, and he had something like 427,000 watch hours for the year.
Okay.
And that's because he, primarily for most of the year didn't have his YouTube channel. He was streaming on Rumble. But 122nd Mersh is, and I don't know what Mersh gets, but I imagine it's 300 to 600 viewers on Rumble. And if those are inflated, if those are in fact not even actual viewers, Rumble is in trouble. Yeah. Like, you take out like Russell Brand, Steven Crowder, like these bigger shows that they have deals with, but Rumble could go under. I mean, Rumble could have big problem. And then what? What's Kick? Is he gonna? I'm a Kick exclusive show.
He's been talking about him streaming to Kick, but he hasn't noticed that he hasn't been streaming to Kick for about 3 weeks now.
Oh no.
There's 2 people over there going, "Wow,
Aaron!" They're like McConaughey and Interstellar, and they're just banging.
The other thing, just to nerd out for a second, Rumble's advertising model. So you have these smaller advertisers who are kind of niche and target a certain group of people. If they're inflating those numbers, they're not going to be effective, and the advertiser will stop paying for the advertising because, as Aaron has told me, these numbers that they're showing on Rumble is what he's getting paid on for the ad reads. So they're inflated numbers that advertisers are paying for bots or non-viewers.
And with a publicly traded company, this kind of stuff always comes to light. Like, eventually the board or something will be like, what's going on? Because you say the numbers are great, but the stock's not doing well. The ad revenue is not doing well. And people are saying in the chat even that YouTube, this is a strategic move by YouTube with their, reinstating channels to people a lot over this past year. Kind of easing up on the censorship. YouTube could easily kill Rumble with some of these small strategic moves. I don't know what's going on with it, but it can't be great.
The advertisers on Rumble also aren't, I don't think they're ones that really care too much about authentic views. They're very much a spray and pray kind of ones. It's like, did you know that there's a way to age without aging? You'll keep your young body as you reach your 80s. Like that's the kind of ads that you see. Those ones are like scams or scam adjacent at least. And they're a lot more lax about things being real.
Video Facebook.
Well, I don't know if that's true, Moody, only because on YouTube, you see a lot of advertisers who are just looking for brand exposure. So they're not going back and measuring like, well, how many conversions did we get from this ad? Because they're just like, yeah, how many people did we reach? How many times did we reach them? They're looking at old school metrics. Whereas the advertisers on Rumble are like, use this promo code and sign up for this thing. And so they're looking at the metrics on the back end. And they're checking, like, we spent this much money and we got this many conversions from it. Like, that's not worth it.
Yeah, it's like affiliate code based advertising.
Yeah.
I guess it's two different systems. There's ones which are the readout, and then there's the pre-roll ones. The pre-roll ones tend to be a lot scammier than the readout ones.
Yeah. Juggernaut coming in with $50 on supertip.gg/WATP. Thank you, Juggernaut.
I'm chilling with my brohams at the bar, but I'm a gear and got to support the boys.
Gearheads coming to support the boys. Thank you very much, Juggernaut. Anonymous says, it's weird when this little piggy dies, Steel Toe will be irrelevant. Yeah, I think Aaron knows that, which is why he's been really trying to get our attention lately and get us to talk about him. Although I mentioned on this show last week that I would go on Aaron's show and show all my numbers on the back end on all my platforms. I don't think he's brought me up since then.
And why isn't he showing, if Mersh is 122nd and Mersh is a joke to Aaron, why isn't Aaron showing his stream chart end of year ranking?
Good point.
Because he'll be like, we haven't been doing the Rumble exclusive thing too much. I could beat this if I did go Rumble exclusive, but our Twitter numbers.
Like top 10 or something.
Yeah, and last year or last week he said that Rumble's been his exclusive platform, his number one platform for years. So you'd have I can't see Aaron saying something that would contradict something he said last week.
Says Carl and Mike are great. Agreed. Pat, you laugh at everything you say. Eliminated on principle. Moody though. Why? Literally an Opie get off the stream.
Yeah, look, the purpose of a lightning rod is to attract these sorts of comments. If you get rid of it, then you'll start to actually criticize the show. So that's the purpose.
That's Moody's actual voice. He's not Opie. He's not putting that on. Trying to be entertaining. Keep Mike Boot Carl. Also, last month subbed. I'm finally free. That's a Big Papa Rook 24-month membership. Thank you very much for that.
Another way to rephrase that comment, too, is Patrick only says things he thinks are funny.
Yeah.
Not me.
Josh 088, Sheriff finally come to evict. Where's your deed? It's got you there. Is that what they do? The sheriff comes and says, "Hey, you live in this house. The internet told me you don't even own it."
It's been brought to our attention. Your wife owns this place. You have 24 hours.
At Drew First Blood says, "Count this jet towards the goal. Charge. What's more smug, John or Aaron? Who's more smug, John or Aaron? Definitely Aaron.
Yeah.
John's way more insecure. Well, they're both insecure, but Aaron's more smug." MGO82 says, "A fine Friday night skull to all. Blind Mike, World Order."
Hey, thank you, buddy.
Haven't heard a World Order in a while. "Anytime Mike and Carl are together, magic happens. Wind it up. Wind it up.
Put the wrench down.
Tap that rotisserie chicken. Replace Moody with Ron the Waiter or Opie." I don't have that kind of pull around here. "Sorry, was over. Aaron won. Nice beards, though, boys."
We all have beards.
Yeah,
I'm the only one without a hat.
If Moody was that smart, he could program an AI version of himself that's funnier and more interesting.
Should work on that. Bart Sampson says, "Oh, I just got an ad on YouTube for Cutwater Espresso Martinis. Does this mean I'm a closeted homosexual like Carl?" Apparently it's not so closeted anymore. Michael C., "Why are you wearing sunglasses indoors, dummy?" I think he's talking to you, Mike.
Oh, well, bad news.
Dimpled Balls coming in with $40. Says, "Carl, Patrick, and Mike, my three favorite podcasters, and Moody makes this the Dabbleverse Brain Trust. All the smart takes in one show. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dimpled Balls. Thanks so much for the support. We appreciate you being here.
He's
Going to Super
roasting
Tip. We appreciate you going to supertip.gg/WATP. Last Dabbler standing."
Will there be personal security for Tookie with Karmic threatening the beloved puppet?
I can teach Tookie some boxing lessons to beat this Minnesota retard. This is boxing.
Yeah, that's
Oh, no. Tookie's in trouble?
yeah, Karmic is well, I guess it was actually Lil KB was talking shit to Karmic, and so Karmic wants to fight him at Hackamania now.
Oh,
I know.
oh dear.
I've never seen someone get so mad at a piece of plastic. Like, it's insane. Karmic is leaning in, screaming at this puppet.
What's the under the desk thing that he keeps saying? He doesn't realize that El Replay just sits there with the puppet in his lap.
Just on his knee right next to him.
If they met in person, would he push Rocco out of the way? Sorry, sir. I've got,
Yeah, right.
I've got business to take
I don't
care
have a problem with you, just the puppets.
I think he thinks that everyone's got the same setup with like the camera above the screen, and so Rocco has to be under the desk with his hand stretched upwards.
He must think that because he repeated it over and over again. And Rocco's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man."
Wait until you see how embarrassed Karmic is when he finds out he has something wrong about the world.
All right, let's get into Aaron's talking about you, Patrick. See what he's got to say here.
Mecca Jones says, "I'd love to see this steel toe and 2025 steel toe rip on each other. I'm way funnier now. I'd fuck that guy up." Oh. Approachable says, "Hey, is that TV on the wall the one you launched into the ditch and broke?" It actually might be. McBuster says, "NLO will go 4 hours on the blanket and tape." Yeah, it's really all he's got left. It's fucking over. It is fucking over. Sit in your fucking house. Wait, I'm sorry. You don't have a house. You sit.
Oh, shit. He got you good with that one. Damn it.
Did you do a 10-hour show on Karmic this week?
He's insane because NLO doesn't really talk about Aaron at all.
Yeah.
Like, I guess he's calling me NLO, but I should get offended. Like when Keanu used to call him Steel Toe. My name's Aaron. But yeah, I'm not going to do 4 hours on the blanket and tape because I don't have a fucking clue what that even means.
Yeah, I was going to ask if anyone knows what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know.
Okay. That's funny.
Over. Sit in your fucking house. Wait, I'm sorry. You don't have a house. You sit in someone else's house and fucking smoke weed all day. I don't like Aaron's windows. That was 3 houses ago.
Oh. You made fun of Aaron's windows?
I don't have.
Was he talking about like taping blankets up on the windows to block them or something? That's all that makes sense from this.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know anything about that.
But Patrick does smoke a lot of weed and cries a lot, so he's got that part right.
I'm sorry. You know what? If he ever does clear up his tax issues and reports his income properly. I would be happy to teach him, like maybe give him a homeowner's class tutorial.
Okay, hold on.
So
I was joking about this earlier. Like, can you imagine? I'd pay to fund this. Aaron teaching us how to take care of a home. Because his automobile tutorials have been stellar. I would love an Aaron M. Holt, like, homeowner basics. Like here's how to get a new fridge and put it in the hole in your pantry.
It's an 8-minute job, but that doesn't matter.
he would know what to expect during like the closing process and the offer. Oh, sorry, Patrick. The closing process is what you do when you make an offer on a house.
This is strange because he's under a court order at the moment to not directly or indirectly talk to Patrick.
I don't think so. Is he?
He is.
I don't think. What?
But everyone's under court order to not talk directly to each other, isn't it?
No, not to discuss the details of what's going on with the HRO's the case. He's never not been allowed to talk to me.
Right, but you can't talk to him.
I can't talk to him
Right.
with the TRO, but he could bait me into talking to him all day long. He could tweet me all day long trying to get me to reply.
But that wouldn't look good.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is so weird. Like, yeah, I got that wrong. This is so weird. Like, he is taunting someone who he says he's afraid of.
Right. He's trying to convince the court that he loses sleep at night, thinking that Patrick's going to show up to ridicule him as he's walking out of his house to his car.
Well, the character is very brave. That's the struggle of a great method actor.
Right.
The character is a brave man, not afraid of Patrick.
You see, an offer on a house is when you go look up houses and you go with a realtor, and you see a realtor. You know what? It's not important. Forget about it. You're already 50, and
I mean, I just find this funny because you're talking to a guy who owns a tech company. There's a lot of people you can make fun of on the internet. Moody goes, I don't know about that.
It's not hard to start a tech company.
You weigh 400 pounds.
Dave Sarah started a super tip competitor in one day. So
fair enough.
You're not going to have to worry about it. Don't worry. Just like kids, you won't have to worry about it. And thank God for that. The world will be safer. Cheeseburger pie with $1.
What does that mean? The world will be safer if you don't have kids. Safer is an interesting word there, isn't it?
Because Patrick attacks kids is the
Right.
But he already doesn't have kids. So how could the world get safer if he continues not to have kids?
Caller says, Aaron, my Christmas dono is sitting on your front step. I got it, Cheese. Guys, Cheese sent me something. I don't know what it is, and I'm terrified to look at it. Oh, what a goddamn sweetheart. Look what Cheese got us. A vibrator. Oh, it's a mouse.
Good stuff.
I think they got him a wireless mouse because he's always fumbling around with that corded mouse.
Now, watch him use that for a few months, and then the battery runs out, and he just never bothers to
Throws
change
it away.
And he throws it away.
I don't know why people use these. They don't last long.
So there's a couple of directions we can go right now. I have the whole advice given to Matt and Scarlett thing that's pretty funny. There's a few videos of him addressing that. There's also his recent speeding ticket and how he's been trying to get out of speeding tickets. It seems to be a pattern that's emerged. Moody, do you have that? Do you want to pull that up?
Yeah, funny. I've got all the speeding tickets. There's ones that are earlier on that aren't in the record. So I'll start right from the beginning, and then when there's something to show, I'll start sharing my screen.
Sounds good.
So if you look up Aaron's name in the Minnesota court records, 13 results come up. 2 of those are his divorces, so we could take those away. So the remaining 11 are to do with him either speeding or breaking the law in some other ways. Now, 2 of those are the ones about the revenge porn and another one about the violating the HRO. And then one of those is when he mooned people during his
high
graduation,
school, right? Senior year,
high school.
And he was a scamp.
Right. It's like prefrontal lobe kicking in, so you can ignore that as well.
Sure.
So the remaining 8 are all speeding tickets or speed related events. So in 2018, on the 5th of March, he was caught driving 75 in a 60. Okay. That's all the information that I could get about that one. On the 26th of July 2018, so 4 months later, he got done for failure to obtain new driver's license after changing name or address.
Okay, I would do that too. I get real lazy
Sure,
at the DMV.
but that means that you got pulled over probably for some other reason.
Sure.
Maybe speeding, probably speeding. And then they're like, we'll let you go on the speeding, but you need to update where you are just as a bargaining sort of
That's a fix-it ticket though, right? Usually
Right.
you can go go get your stuff updated at the DMV. They drop the ticket. You bring it to court.
Minnesota might be different where they're just like it's a small fine. It was like $20 or something or whatever. And then on the 17th of January 2019, so what's that, 5 or 6 months later, he got another one, which was for exactly the same reason as before.
Not updating his license information?
Yes. So I'm sharing that on screen now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty lazy.
Could you pull this up? So
because in most states you can update your address and get a new license online. You don't even have to go in.
Right. He went and paid this fine, but did not update where he lived.
Maybe he's holding out hope that Ashley would take him back.
I love that the officer's name is Guy Chaffee.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of officer names throughout this. He's met a lot of officers over the last few years.
That's why he has so many friends in the fucking jail.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. So the officer comments here are interesting. So stopped vehicle for speed, male driver, no passenger. Driver stated that he had changed his address on his driver's license. I checked and it was not in the system. Cited for failure to change address, warned for speed, clear. Okay. So pulled over for speeding. He claims he's got that, but didn't.
He just lies.
Right.
Well, dude, sometimes I update my address in the system, but they don't do it. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. I was in the system last night, officer.
Trust me, it's like declaring bankruptcy. I remember clearly in the middle of the night screaming, "Change of address!" Mm-hmm. You guys didn't register it. That's on you.
Now, 8 months later, he got cited for failure to drive with due care. There's not any information about what was really going on here.
That might be the gayest violation I've ever heard. You didn't drive with due care.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
Reckless or.
But he would be this would be the first of many of these that he'd sign, petition to enter plea of guilty, where he says that he's charged with failing to drive with due care, and he admitted it. I failed to operate my motor vehicle with due care, Aaron Holt. That's a direct quote. This one was one where he brought his lawyer buddy Colbin to fight it. So this is his first instance of really fighting stuff.
Did he have to get due care towing to come get his car?
And then this next one was on the 1st of January 2020. And it's a long one. So Squad 726, day shift, Squad EB, Highway 10 towards... there's a dark-colored minivan traveling in 50-mile-per-hour zone from just west of Russell's. Minivan appeared to be traveling faster than the posted speed limit. I turned on my front opposite directional radar antenna. I obtained a strong signal in solid tone. It increased to 65 miles per hour. I locked in the speed of 65 miles per hour on the unit. Basically, they waited for the minivan to pass. The minivan passed. They activated emergency lights. The vehicle stopped in the turn lane, contacted the driver. He was the sole occupant. He said he was confused by the speed limit as he thought he was in the 65 mile per hour zone when he was still in the 50 mile per hour zone. He said he did not see the 50-mile-per-hour sign. I looked up his name in the in-house record system and saw 4 other traffic stops with him in the past year and a half, most with the speed. I printed a citation for 57 to 50. I asked the driver if he used to live in Big Lake, and he said he had. I explained the citation. So he was driving 65 in a 50, and he got that.
So
changed to
what we're seeing this pattern is that he gets pulled over speeding, and usually they're just like, all right, slow it down, buddy. Move it along. Just get your license updated or whatever. And then this guy's finally just like, this guy gets pulled over all the fucking time for speeding. Someone needs to write him a ticket.
His reasoning for the latest one was I didn't see the speed limit sign. So it sounds like he's doing a lot of distracted driving.
Well,
he's also not paying attention to the, also like every navigation system now, most modern cars, they show you the speed limit like on some sort of heads up display or like screen while you're driving around. Like it's never been easier to not speed.
In Aaron's defense, though, this is the minivan that April made him sell because she didn't want to suck his dick in a minivan.
Yes.
So it probably isn't as equipped with tech as your vehicle there, Patrick.
Good point.
Right. Well, let's go to 2024, the 21st of February 2024. So he was the speed was locked at 40 miles per hour on a 30 mile per hour zone.
Do we have a time on this?
This
time
is I don't have a time of day.
Because I wonder why he was speeding on February 1st, 2024. I wonder if this was early morning or late night. Or,
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because he got about 2 during this disco.
April got a ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll try to find it once we talk, like when there's time. But he basically his Axon ALPR was flagged as a stolen vehicle with a matching plate and state. So he was driving so fast in a vehicle that looked like a stolen vehicle that people thought that Aaron had stolen this car. And I observed she was downtown, observed the black Chevy bearing the plate, driving past me. As the vehicle passed me, it flagged as the stolen vehicle with the matching plate. After the vehicle passed, I followed the vehicle. Basically, I observed the vehicle to be traveling at a great speed and turned onto Riverside Drive. I was able to catch up to the vehicle at Riverside Drive. It showed the vehicle was clear when they did actually run a test, but there was an HRO in place for the guy driving. This is when we found out he had an HRO. This was the first instance of an HRO being mentioned about Aaron. This is before things were released.
This is like Aaron argues with the cops, like, why are you out here trying to find stolen vehicles? There's dudes out here stealing people's wives. Why are you
The vehicle again drove at a high rate of speed. I used my squad car. The vehicle was driving at 47 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. The radar showed the vehicle was driving 57 miles per hour, which is insane. Like it's
in a 30.
You're right. He's driving twice
like
the
a
speed
residential
limit.
area, probably. Like
they were unable to lock it in, but it slowed down because there was a vehicle ahead of it. ID'd the driver. The driver was advised of the stop. The driver denied driving in the 50s, but admitted to going in the 40s. I issued the driver a citation for going 10 over the posted speed limit. I explained the citation, et cetera, et cetera.
So this menace needs to be stopped.
Well, the pattern that we see emerge here is Aaron's always just like, well, oh, what? I don't think I was going that fast. Wait, what's the speed limit here? He's always just like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
Lead toe exposed.
Lead toe.
Yeah,
and actually,
to speak to his care. Everyone in the chat is very bored with this movie. But this
ring.
This just shows that Aaron's wrong all the time and argues about it in every aspect of his life.
Then the next day, there's another speeding ticket.
The next day?
Yes.
Somebody get out there and stop Imholt.
This is my favorite one because of the last line. I'll let you read it.
Yeah, he was basically driving 80 in a 65. He said he was on his way to pick up kids late and had a little bit of a lead foot. Said when he looked down, his speed was 75. When I brought up the citation and advised it was for 80, 65, he said he was confident his speed wasn't 80.
Yeah.
I told him if he didn't agree, he had the option of court. He replied, okay, boss.
This has to be confusing to him. I bet he has trouble when he's talking to these officers because usually he's lying about his numbers being higher.
Right. Yes, he's always lying about the numbers.
like, I'm pretty sure we were under this.
And then this is the latest one. So I clocked the vehicle at 80 miles per hour. Driver said he thought it was still a 70 zone and he was set at 76. Guess I need to have my speedometer checked, is what he told the cop.
That is the lamest excuse. My speedometer must be broken. That's a chick
driver and
excuse.
vehicle have a prior speed stop in our records in which he was clocked at 80 and told trooper he was going 75, reduced to 70-60 on the ticket. So he's like, he always drives 15 above the speed limit.
And he always gets
That's
Getting away with it.
constant.
I speed all the time too, but I just don't get caught. There's ways to be smart about it.
He grew up in this area. He should know what streets the cops are on. He should, like, just by virtue of getting this many tickets, he should know.
Don't you think he would drop his celebrity status with these officers too? Like he's got a hint at the fact, like, you probably recognize my voice or something.
You
Right?
like squad car?
Like a normal person puts their like police benevolence association like sticker on the back of their car or whatever. Like,
Yep.
why not slip him a Steel Toe Media business card with your license? You know what I mean?
But this is why I really think he'll end up splitting, end up slipping up and going to jail, violating his restraining order at the moment because he's unable to learn from his mistakes and adjust his behavior. He gets a speeding ticket and he's not like, I know that there's cops in this area, I need to slow down in this particular stretch. He just goes and does it again. Nothing changes for him.
Just to be clear, Moody, he does not have any active restraining orders as far as I know. You're talking about
sorry, he's got a court order,
right.
conditions of release. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Probation, I guess.
Probation, yes.
If this guy's speeding like this, who knows whether those skeletons are in the closet?
Yeah, I hope he's not planning on running for office anytime soon.
Well, you've put that to rest. That's what you were.
You just see the advertisement of like the little kid crossing the street, and the mom grabbing it last second as air goes bottling through.
But like if you think about his show schedule, like there's very few hours of a weekday that this guy has to live life.
True.
So this is why he's always in a hurry everywhere. he doesn't have like he's got a 3-hour break between the evening show and the morning show. Like he's got to get there. He's got to speed.
Speaking of having to get there, you got to get to supertip.gg/WATP to participate in the show and support us like AO 1012 over here.
We know that was the IRS hunchback. 1099 hunchback wife. Are you ICE? You're all losers. Okay, I'm out of things to say now.
Good stuff, KB.
Yeah,
Shroom
Carl, don't be surprised when you come over to my house next week and my wife's working. I'm not working.
Oh, yeah, there is no wife. I know what's going on. Shroom Diff Nuclear.
Look, on the fist day of Sesame, my drool all gave to me. One fresh kukuma. I had no idea Ava was Bobcat's dad.
I didn't know that either. Hate monger.
Today on Toe Troubleshoot, we will show you how to unclog a drain. Step 1, Google plumbers near me. Step 2, call a plumber you like. 3, stand back as a real man does it. 4, drink his cum as a thanks.
Average cracker.
I'm coming to Hackamania.
Nice.
I'm going to pop open that hunchback and blow the biggest load. Then I'm going to prance around with Melton's underwear on my head. Another win for the toe.
You won't be the first. Anonymous says OJ gave Blind Mike a compliment on Tuesday. He said he was the least disabled between Quadfather, Jake Hudson, and Wendy for the best disabled character. I saw that.
That's very, very kind. Thank you, OJ. That's very kind.
How do you feel about being nominated for Best Disabled Creator
That
of
I'm
the
in that group,
Devilverse?
that's being presented to OJ is not a great sign for me that I'm in that group.
Mike, it's an interesting thought experiment. Would you trade places with someone else's disability on that list? Quadfather, Jake Hudson, or Wendy?
On that particular list, no. I think I'm out.
Disappointed that was overlooked, but I'll let it slide. Crowdcat coming in.
Patrick not having kids makes the world safer. Now, excuse me as I get a speeding ticket for going 82 and a 60 with my kids in the back seat.
The Chargers.
No, you don't understand. The kids in the back seat means that he's driving safely. If the kids weren't in the back seat, he wouldn't be driving safely. So
Got it.
that's how that works.
How?
RPG Soundforge.
That's what he told the cops.
I do love the irony of a man explaining how home ownership works and is unable to pronounce realtor properly. Aaron, there's no I in realtor. It's not realtor.
A lot of people say realtor. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, it's not right. John O'Reilly. I'd rather hear a replay of Mikey interview than this speeding ticket report. All right, fair enough. We're moving on. We're moving on.
I think it's good. I think the roads are safer in Minnesota now. It's finally you can finally go out of your
The
house.
expose is done. This was another bit. That was Carl's idea. This is all Carl's idea. He made me
I
do
can
this.
verify that. I saw the chat.
I hate you so much, Moody.
No. Carl doesn't have the talent to come up with that idea. He just went along with it.
You know what's so sad now? They're pointing out like my 9 speeding tickets. Like it's pathetic.
Principal Uncertainty says, my family immigrated to New Zealand when I was 4. We returned to our war zone in a year. I used to resent this, but at least I don't sound like Moody. Crowdcat.
Yes, officer. I was going 80, but YouTube takes 15 of that. So I was actually only going 65.
Perfect. Bonin the Carbarian.
Can you believe these cops? They made a cope radar gun to show how fast I drive. Too bad I'm only friends with correctional officers and not these gay traffic cops.
Hilarious. That's good.
Just to see the numbers I'm seeing.
Dang Lizard coming in.
I thought the steel toe stuff had become really boring, but this is fascinating. Can't wait for next week's show when we go through Aaron's school transcripts. You won't believe what Aaron's 6th grade teacher had to say about him. Aaron asks penetrating questions and stutters when excited.
Well,
No
well
joke.
played.
I would be interested in reading it.
We would. I mean, we had Paul Shea on the show in Vegas last year.
Moody explaining how unsatisfactory works. He's like, that really means it takes a lot to get unsatisfactory.
Hate monger.
Imagine Aaron getting pulled over for speeding, pissing the cop off with his nonsense and record of speeding, catching a reckless driving charge, and going back to jail for 349 days.
That would be silly. AO 1012. Wife doesn't exist, but she owns the house.
That is
Checkmate, atheists.
That's right. Buck Naked says, don't care who owns their home or who laughs at what. Just keep coping about Aaron and his way bigger show with very real numbers. Yeah, it's true. Got us there. Micron says, can we discuss Aaron's ridiculous offer of $300 to Karmic for 8 shows? He wants to pay him less than Johnny. What a delusional moron. That's interesting too, because he also revealed this week he was offered a radio gig at the beginning of 2023 that he turned down that was going to be a midday slot, 11 to 3.
They didn't want
afternoons,
April.
yeah.
They didn't have a spot for April, so it was like, well, that's not the dream.
And he's a morning show guy.
He's a
so he
morning
didn't
show
want
guy.
to do that.
And he was even talking to E-Rock about it at the time. And even Eric Nagel was just like, well, get your foot in the door. Go get on the radio and prove yourself and, move up to the morning show or whatever. And it's funny that, for Aaron, he wants Karmic to come on for a ridiculous low amount of money and to get his foot in the door. Although I think Karmic should do that.
why 8 shows? How did he come up with that number?
Come on every day for a week or something, or 2 weeks
2 days
worth
a
of
week, a month?
evenings.
He does a lot of shows.
Interesting.
the greater good. Mike, enjoy the new Jim Carrey Why Are You Laughing? Great show.
All right, we just posted it. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Why Are You Laughing? A fantastic podcast from Blind Mike.
Thank you.
They dissect the history of comedy. Levered Mystic says, God bless Mike, seeing what others don't. How? Connor Swim, stick to the graphs, Moody. And Chaos Theory 9 says, maybe I'm confused because I'm from New York, but how's a divorced guy from Minnesota who had a low-paying career in radio able to afford a home?
I think he was making $80K at radio. That's a lot of money for St. Cloud. I mean, that's.
I thought it was 60 something, but he was
Either way.
he was earning $20,000 a month for a while after leaving the radio.
And that's just icing on his wife's lucrative book career.
Also, he lives in Minnesota.
Right.
The houses there are cheaper.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you've driven this. The drive from Minneapolis to St. Cloud is long. He's pretty rural. He's pretty out there.
That $20,000 a month, was that all Twitch?
Yes.
And then what did he just get banned from Twitch or something?
Yes.
Okay, I was going to say that because that's pretty crazy that all went away.
Yes.
Because
it's insane. That's why he was crying in April's arms when he got banned from Twitch. And
look,
she physically held him up.
Shout out to David Chandler. He tried to keep that number the same for years.
He really did.
But it's such she would have globbed onto him during that time. So she was expecting the highest of highs, and she was there as it descended until they hit the Ricadas.
Well, speaking of relationships that have gone awry, Aaron is commenting on Matt Mead and Scarlett Hampton. And of course, I know, Patrick, you covered this on your show yesterday. I was watching this because Moody gave me a heads up this was happening, where Keanu has Scarlett on the show. And then Matt enters from behind, and Scarlett's talking about jumping out a window and not being able to leave the house and see her mom in Wisconsin for Christmas. And a lot of speculation is happening because of this incident.
It's a rough watch, man. This is a woman getting abused or thinks she's getting abused, whichever of the two. She's in distress, and Keanu's on the other side doing her best to make it worse.
I watched him. You can use a lot of different meanings for the word abuse, but we all watched a video where he abused her.
Yes.
We watched him throw water on her. We watched him call her whatever he said, worthless piece of shit or whatever. We watched him try to emotionally manipulate her into thinking how are we going to fix this? Tell me it's fixable. This is unfixable. Why didn't you defend my dick? Why didn't you tell him I'm good at sex? Just screaming at her.
And
I've seen this man abuse her.
And keep in mind that Aaron, we'll get into that, but Aaron defended Matt Mead at that time. He goes, he's not abusing her. Do you remember that? That was his hot take after all this happened. Not I don't know what's going on or who knows or this is all speculation. He's just he's not abusing her.
Yeah. Aaron stands with the guy accused of abuse.
Aaron said something the other day. He had an interesting quote. He goes, if a woman comes out and says she's being abused right away, she's telling the truth. But if she waits a little while, she's lying.
Is that the rule? I didn't realize
this formula.
And if
by the way, under that logic,
I was going to say April.
Aaron filing an HRO about things that happened in April of 2024 in July of 2025 means he's lying.
Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of the fact that April texted Ashley immediately after getting headbutted and squeezed the breath out of her.
Hey, he's like, no, that she was right on. But
there is a sub clause though that if you do get divorced, then anything that you said in the past was bullshit.
Yeah, right. Just stick it to your future ex. Yeah, right. It makes sense.
Someone else somewhere, she's fucking damaged. She needs to go away. She needs to be in a facility. Keanu, Chrissy, all these people, they need to stop putting her on stream. And if they gave a shit, would tell her to stop doing anything internet-wise. She needs to go to a treatment facility. She needs years of therapy. This is not a human being who's fully functioning. And this Matt Mead does not know how to deal with this, and he's becoming a real fucking irredeemable piece of shit too. So
he caught himself. He was about to say abuser, but then he changed his word.
This is on Keanu's stream last night. You tell me what you think. I think this whole thing is beneath Keanu. I don't think she should be doing this shit. I think she should, as far as the
Beneath Keanu.
Keanu's standard.
Go back to those hard-hitting celebrity interviews, Keanu. What are you doing with this?
I don't think the elevator goes down another floor.
internet goes, cut these two off. If you want to help them, help them. But let me tell you from my experience, you can't help these people. You have to leave them until they want to help themselves. There's a saying that I grew up with that maybe you grew up with as well. My dad was very fond of saying it. God helps those who help themselves. I think this is every bit that situation.
Well, I know. I'm like literally trying to get her home to her mom for Christmas.
Yeah.
And
she's going to go Friday, she said.
Matt didn't let me leave.
What?
Oh, my. Matt didn't let me leave. It's not my fault. So apparently they're on this show talking about leaving for Christmas and going to see the family. She's hysterical. Why is the hysterical woman on the stream? I'd like to see the context before this, but I ain't digging through this shit to find some crazy porn bitch crying.
By the way,
this
is not a hysterical woman.
No.
Like this woman is, look, she's emotional and she's clearly upset, but she's not being hysterical. Like she's not unable to catch her breath. She's not constantly screaming stuff. This is hysterical light.
I was watching the interview leading up to this, and they were having a conversation, and then all of a sudden she was tearing up, and Ken was like, "Are you crying?" It wasn't like it was obvious. He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you're crying. Stop! Don't do that."
Did you see for the minutes before Matt came in, he kept peering around the corner like a creep? Like it was weird, man.
Yeah. She did that. There was another moment where she looked back at him and said, "I love you." To me, it felt like she was testing whether or not he was angry at her by just throwing something out there and seeing how he responded. It was a really weird situation.
Looking over her shoulder, like constantly.
But even Keanu said this to Matt. It's like either you're abusing her or you're with someone who's telling everyone that you're abusing her. Like it's a weird. You should not.
It's not
be
good.
In a
it's not good either way, right? I'm not getting into their relationship. I don't care either way what they do. But it's funny because Aaron has all the answers. He's such a know-it-all on all of this.
Hysterical. Why are we still streaming with them? This is a very private moment. And now he's pointing. You see that point that he's doing for her? That I'm just saying, I'm not a body language expert. I think body language is bullshit anyway.
This is funny. I think body language is bullshit.
The goal. That's bullshit.
Dude, also, we've seen moments where April started revealing things Aaron didn't want revealed and him tell her to leave the show. You need to go. Just quit for today. Get out of here.
Yep.
Go upstairs. We've seen Aaron do this when he's trying to control what his audience sees.
I want to point out that something that we haven't talked about in a long time. Do you remember when Aaron used to hug himself?
Yes.
And he has to stop himself from doing it now because we pointed it out so much that he would wrap his arms around himself.
You can't see him hug himself anymore because it's below the
Oh, maybe
camera.
that's what it is. But the fact that he says that body language is bullshit, it most certainly is not. It tells you a lot about what's going on.
You know who started hugging themselves a lot? Chad Zumach.
He's also on the phone a lot.
He does this this crossbody thing now too, where he's constantly holding his shoulder when people are attacking him. It's an interesting watch.
Anyway, but he is pointing like you're pointing to a dog to go sit in its kennel.
Matt didn't let me leave.
What?
My mom.
All right.
This is
Best thing is that I'm gonna let you both go. I'm gonna let you both go.
Whoa.
Maybe it's the right time to do that, Keanu.
Cancel the stream.
I'm letting you both go. Okay.
By the way, who is that lady?
She recoils out of instinct away from him.
Back. Yeah.
What's going on with Keanu's eye? That left eye twitch. I just paused it randomly, but you see this all the time where she's something's tweaking at her.
Her eyes blink at different.
Aaron does this too all the time.
Yeah, Aaron's left eye twitches when he's stressed about the goal.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like odd timing for Keanu to go, all right, you guys take it easy. Have fun.
You guys seem like you're busy. I'll let you go.
I'm letting you go.
I was talking to Patrick about this yesterday on the show, but it's the opposite of what you do in this situation. If a friend of yours is getting abused, you say, you stay on the line with me. I'm driving over and picking you up.
Shut
like,
down your
"No,
webcam. We don't want to know what happens next.
right.
And she and Scarlett, Keanu kept trying to get her off for that whole hour or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And Scarlett wanted to stay on. She was
Right.
crying
Yes.
for help. At one point, she was whispering because she knew Matt was listening around the corner. She didn't want to get off the stream. And Keanu's instincts about this are just, it's so wrong on every level.
Keanu kept saying, like, why don't you take a minute? Why don't you leave, take a minute, then come
Matt,
back?
go straighten her out off camera. Why don't you?
Aaron's got the same take here. Like, this is a private moment. It's like, it is a private moment. And everybody's probably had like moments you wish weren't on a stream like this, but this is one of several now. And at some point it becomes the concern of a community. It becomes the concern of society or her friends to be able to step in and monitor this. Like, when a woman is in this kind of situation, she can't ask for help. Again, the fact that Matt wanted to drive her to her mother's house and be there. This is like classic abuser behavior. They don't want to leave the victim alone with anyone to give them a chance to tell.
This was after midnight, and Matt goes, "Let's get in the car. We'll drive to Wisconsin right now." I'm like, that's not how driving to Wisconsin works.
They were drunk.
Yeah.
And what Scarlett will learn from this is that next time Keanu asks is everything is okay, she's going to have to answer yes, even if the answer is no, because the situation will get worse if she says yes to Keanu, like is happening right now.
In the background, and he gets up and he goes like this right away and don't touch me. And I'm going to make a few predictions on that. We'd been drinking a little. We'd maybe been using a few pills. You don't need to be involved with people like this.
Says Aaron.
Okay. That's not good. Jeez Louise.
Having those two on, period, is not good. I don't know what clout anybody thinks they're getting from having these two on, but I mean,
Aaron's the one showing this on his show. He's like, all of this is disgusting. No one should be watching this. It's a private moment. Let me rewind and show this again.
The moment that got me hooked on Aaron is when he was watching that Ricada stream. It was maybe the first time I ever watched Aaron.
Yeah.
Was when he was watching that Ricada stream and Ricada's like passed out and Aaron's yelling, "Shut it off! Shut it off!" And I just remember going, "Aaron, you shut it. This is your show."
Yes, I know.
People in the chat, name in the chat. Jesus, can we all stop simping for this porn girl? It's like, I've been very clear. Like, yeah, maybe this girl is just clearly she's mentally deficient and like, I understand that society may deem her value less than a normal person. I get all that. I understand what you're saying. It's still a person that's being abused. And in whatever context you want to put it in, she can't help herself. Like, she can't help herself. She doesn't need to be in this house with this guy who's clearly taking advantage of her. I don't know if she's redeemable. I don't know if she can be helped, but I know this isn't the situation and the environment for her to do that in.
Her brain is goo. She's incapacitated. She's an incapable person at the moment. And think about the sort of person that would date and have sex with someone who's incapable and incapacitated. Like, that is not someone you'd want to be around and be your support network.
For all the jokes about my wife being slow wife, we're literally like watching several people with a slow wife. Like, we're watching a lot of slow wives.
And he brags about stuff like, he's like, after that stream where she went on Twitter and Instagram, we were having sex 10 minutes later. You don't think she's trying to appease you by doing that? Like,
yeah, exactly. She knows there's two paths. Like, I can suck this guy's dick and shut him up, or I'm going to get abused further.
Right.
I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to get like...
You're basically Truman showing domestic abuse. And these two are abusive towards one another. Make no mistake. Maybe not physically. I don't know. I have no evidence that either of them.
He's completely changed. This is a 180 flip from what he said earlier. Now he's realizing that everyone else has a different impression of Matt Mean. He's going, yeah, they're definitely abusing each other.
It's clearly Scarlett that's abusing Matt. Like, what the fuck?
These two have ever been physically abusive towards one another. But this is an abusive situation. They're putting themselves through mental anguish being with each other. Matt, you just want a hot younger broad. That's what you want. Go find one. All right. Believe it or not.
There it is, all the answers.
Look at you. And look, I've been down this path. I abused and manipulated my hot younger wife. I wrote a whole letter about it.
He actually goes on to explain an eerily close situation to him with April.
Some of them might be.
I know. Go get a hot chick who's not as crazy. What are you doing there, man?
lady.
Yeah.
Less damage than this, but most of them, sorry, you're not a catch bro. There's gonna be a reason they're with you, and it's usually they miss daddy. So maybe find someone your own age who's established, who you can have a mature relationship with, who you can have conversations with, who you can be normal with, if you can do that. And to that Scarlett, she just needs to do 3 things: therapy, 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 in-house if possible. Live there. You can't.
This is a man who never had a better week than the week he spent in jail. His mental health had never been better in his life than when he was put behind bars, and he's telling everyone how to get better for their, you got to go to therapy and figure all this out.
I'm surprised he doesn't say that. Just go to jail for a week.
Yeah, right.
It's a delight.
Go into that porn industry and escape with your soul. It's not humanly possible.
Okay. That's a downer.
Downer. Keanu, stop associating with these people.
And then Aaron starts telling Keanu who to be friends with. I love that too.
Now is the time to cut bait.
Right? Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Make a quick phone call here.
Let me ask you a question. What do these two add to the proceedings? I've never seen either of them say anything particularly funny. She rambles on about politics directly from her giant asshole, so she doesn't add anything. Plus, she's fucked up every time she's on a stream.
A little hypocrisy. Is that what you're seeing here?
Yeah.
Women don't normally talk like this with a really relaxed jaw and really heavy eyes. That's called prescription drug abuse.
What types of drugs, Aaron? Prescription. Oh, that narrows it down. This guy's such an expert.
Women be talking with a strong, tense jaw all the time, guys. Am I right?
Oh, God, what a terrible pause I made there. It looks like the fucking Exorcist. I apologize, Keanu. He's not funny. If you've ever said anything memorable, I think I would have remembered it.
Remembered it. Just said that about me, Carl.
That's the flight bike special.
I knew it very well.
That's how memorable works, Aaron. Yes, very good.
These two add nothing, and now you may have just broadcast a fucking hostage situation. This Matt Mead may have pulled a Sharon Moore.
That's not good. Okay.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
So now he's ragging on his buddy Keanu. It's interesting.
It's almost like they're not real friends.
Yeah. It's almost like Aaron's an opportunist who sees the thing that happened on the internet that everyone's talking about and decides he's going to be the expert at it.
You need to say words, though. We're doing a show.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Jesus, Aaron. What a patronizing asshole.
Isn't this shitty broadcasting? Like, he does a real show, and shitty shows react to clips and stuff, I thought.
I know. This is the one time he's actually playing the clip, which is surprising.
Yeah.
I'll give Keanu this credit. This is her realizing that her friend Matt is probably a giant piece of shit.
Nope. She had him back on the show later on after a few minutes went by, and the interview was her lobbing softballs while Ava actually asked hard questions. So.
Well, yeah, it's weird because in the 30 minutes where Matt and Scarlett were gone, Keanu fired herself up and she got really angry, and she's like, this is abuse, and I see it now, and I'm angry, and I'm getting sick of this behavior. And then Matt comes on and she's like, I don't think you're an abuser. I don't think you're doing that because Scarlett told me you're not. So yeah, I know that that's not happening. And I know you're a good guy. And it's just like she just went right back into like sweeping mode. And if Ava wasn't there, thank God for Ava. She was just asking the point blank straight up. So you're telling us the only 2 times you've ever abused this woman have been caught on video. Right.
Right.
Damn it again.
First of all, I think to date a woman like that, you have to be kind of a user. You have to be kind of a manipulator. You have to be kind of a piece of shit, or at least remarkably insecure. No well-adjusted person dates a porn chick. That's a fact. And then to like be proud of it or like to boast or anything. I mean, I think you might be starting to realize that guy at his best, if I'm giving him every grace in the world.
You know, your buddy Gino Married someone.
He's a guy who has really bad judgment. Worst case scenario, he's an abusive animal. Medium case scenario, which is usually where the truth lies, he's a dipshit simp who got in over his head and is angry.
Right. At least Scarlett's still paying her bills with all of her work.
I mean, you gotta stay away from shit like that. You just have to. $1 from Veldrain says, blown out sale at Aldi's for 1 day, up to 20% off on all whores. Approachable says they shouldn't be putting her on her stream. It's horrible. Now let me put her on my stream. Cat's kind of out of the bag there, Approachable, don't you think?
I love that. Thank you, Approachable, for bringing that up. Aaron's going, this is terrible. Why are they showing this as he's showing it? And then his excuse is the exact same excuse that Stuttering John gave to Cardiff this week when Cardiff brought up because John's like, I don't show films of people getting pulled over, body cam footage. That's not what I do. And then Cardiff goes, didn't you show the Danny Brand video from inside Anthony Cubia's living room? And John goes, that was everywhere at that point. Everyone had seen that, so it's okay when I do it.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Coltrane says, I should be at 112. I gave 10 at the end of yesterday, and it didn't get added. Oh, Eagle Eye Coltrane there. That would explain why my totals, a couple of people must have given.
I was yelling at Keanu that she was an idiot for getting her off the stream. Because unlike showing a video like that of like somebody's past abusive situation or trauma or whatever, this is currently happening and you're her friend. And she was clearly like trying to stay on stream with you. Like that
she was whispering, help me.
That is a reason
crazy.
To not let her go and to have her on the stream. And to not only that, be like, you know, can I get you down here? You want to come stay with Gino and I? We can put an air mattress in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like
where the garbage goes, on top of the garbage, of course.
Who is this Matt Mead guy, a comedian? What is her loyalty to him?
He's a comedian that's apparently got quite a bit of money that he got from crypto, and so he's in that world of like Gino and Keanu.
Also, I think, from what people are saying, he gives money to Gino and Kiki, and he also like books shows. So like there's this like they're a little bit, I guess, beholden to him.
I was wondering about that. Yeah,
he's got enough money for 17,000 computers, is what we know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They can't figure out how to buy her a plane ticket home. They were going on and on about this. Like, we're trying to get her a plane ticket home. We've tried several times. We can't figure it out. She was saying like, yeah, apparently like they can't buy a plane ticket home during the holidays because it's the holidays and Keanu's like, yeah, it's very cold in Wisconsin. So like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
no,
plain weather.
It's so crazy.
Don't planes fly better in cold weather?
Patrick, I know I'm supposed to be in.
I hate to tell you this, but every flight, even during the summer at altitude,
it's very cold.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
But like hot weather is when flights get canceled. It's like cold because there's the air is thinner.
It depends on the storm or whatever. Regardless, planes fly in all different types of weather, and it doesn't even matter. You can buy a ticket. They'll cancel the flight if they can't go. Buying the ticket is not the issue. Anybody can just buy a ticket. They'll let you know if there's a problem on the day.
I looked it up. There's about 70 flights from New York to Wisconsin per day.
Of course. All right, so
Delta just stays out of the Northeast starting in November.
This is more of Aaron's hot takes.
This is the one
birthday to him. Yeah. Yes. And now Mersh is simping online for a cokehead.
So this is from this morning, right? This is Rumble Rant Friday. Mm-hmm. And now he's just calling Scarlett a cokehead. Before he was saying pills. He's got it all figured out, this guy. It's amazing.
Mersh is simping online for a cokehead. A lying cokehead.
Well, what you gotta know about Aaron, Carl, is he's smarter than all of us. So like the fact that he did BetterHelp for a couple weeks, the fact that he went to jail for a week, the fact that he dabbled in drugs and did cocaine 3 times, he knows about all this stuff. He's lived a lot of lives. So he can step in and tell everybody what's what in almost any situation. He's been married.
It reminds me of Karmic. These guys who just live in these tiny towns in a rural area in Minnesota know what's up. Tell us all what's going on.
Real men, valiant men.
Oh, God. You know what? I think he'd almost rather be in the getting his truck repossessed days. Was it all worth it? Was it all worth it? Yeah, that, I think I'm going to stay away from that Scarlett Matt Mead thing because I don't want to be a party to how that's going to end.
This is after he went through and watched the entire thing on the show the day before.
Much like
Stay away from
Keanu,
this.
once it seems like abuse has started, they're like, well, that's enough
Yeah.
now. Right?
There's
My
also
whole thing is,
been
like, let's draw attention to this. So, like, women who look up Matt Mead need to see this, like, in the future. Like, same with Aaron. Like, I like this should be a red flag going forward for any woman who's considering dating these people. And again, people change and improve, sure, but like you should be made aware of this.
the ones considering dating them aren't like there's only scratched the surface of this, but there's this woman called MJ who's going in on Scarlett at the moment, and Mersh found out that MJ is kind of into Matt Mead, and so she's really digging her heels into the Scarlett being a abusive person who needs to get out of there, and it's just
Women are dumb. They all want to fuck Luigi Mangione, who's gay, and then murder the guy.
She's obviously fucking coked out of her mind. She's a lying bitch. And he's a retarded simp. Those two don't deserve.
This is the guy who doesn't want to weigh in on it anymore. I'm done talking about these two.
Lying bitch with $5.
and I pointed it out yesterday, but we got a glimpse of Matt Mead's anger problems when he started to snap a couple times at Ava, and then also he got so fired up at Mersh, he threatened to go down and shoot him live on MLC. He was like, "I'm going to come down to Florida and shoot you." It's like, Jesus.
He's got one of those unsettling, like just below the surface anger where you can be talking to him normally and then he'll snap out of nowhere and then snap back out of it. I don't know if you've met guys like that before, but it's just like he's always ready to snap instantly.
Sent me a story yesterday, and Bob Levy confirmed this and Pat Dixon because they were there. I guess he has these comedy shows at his house. He books these comedy shows, and they said a couple years ago there was somebody, it was like an ex-girlfriend's, a guy that was dating his ex-girlfriend or something was there or something, and he lost his mind and broke his screen door off this is at a party with everybody around, like lost his mind and like broke his own screen door off the thing and tried to fight the guy. Like, there's an anger.
Scarlett sitting on the chair and he's like pulling the chair towards himself really, really hard that when she scoots over, like he almost punches himself because his hand slips. Like there's something bubbling under the surface. It's creepy.
Each other because one of them's going to die. But remember this, addicts lie. And it's pretty much, they do two things. They do drugs and they lie. This Matt Mead, I don't think he's hurt her yet, but he will.
Based on what?
If he doesn't leave, he will hurt her.
I know,
Mike,
that's what's so crazy, Mike.
This is all, he's setting up a parallel to be like, I was once Matt Mead and I know what the future is. Therefore, he's not an abuser, but he could be if the situation kept going.
Matt Mead didn't headbutt her. It was all bullshit.
Right. Yes, exactly.
You also told this disturbing story, from what I gathered, happened around November 8th or 9th, where Scarlett went out a window.
She jumped out a window.
We don't
and the
know the
cops showed up.
context, but there's rumors that she tried to hurt herself jumping out this window. The cops were involved. She started saying that. She started telling that story on the stream, and Matt comes in and says, "I don't know if you want to say that on the internet. Don't say that on the internet."
Yep.
So like,
I don't know these people
going on.
I don't know these people, but both could be true. She could be a drug addict, and she could be a liar, even, and also being abused.
Sure. Either way, it's not healthy for anyone.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
But Mike, what I was saying and what everyone who's watched this is saying is like, okay, if this woman kept going on a stream and saying you were abusing her, or saying you were not letting her leave, or wouldn't help her out, or you had to jump out a window, or so telling all these lies, what normal minded dude would be like, we're working it out, right? Like, I'd be like, you gotta go.
That's a good point.
Especially when you met 3 months ago. Like, it's not a long relationship.
I didn't know that.
They met at Content House. Carl
Yeah,
was
I don't know
there.
if I told you guys. I don't know if I told the story on the show. I think I told you guys, but I had dinner with Scarlett at one of the nights at Content Hotel.
It was dinner with all
How
these
much did you pay?
It was 6 p.m. and she was blackout drunk.
Okay.
She was falling off her chair. Any guy who came over, she just started hanging all over them. So if I had picked this girl up at Content Hotel, I think I'd know what I was getting myself into.
Okay, so Aaron's right. The lying bitch. I'm sorry.
This was before he was with Matt Mead, right?
Right. They met that weekend.
He will be pushed to his red line and he will do something fucking stupid. Mark my words. Because that chick is such an addict. Sue me if it ain't true. That chick is so fucked up.
You know what's funny is that let's not forget that Aaron was willing to trade his kids in for his cokehead wife. We saw the private text message where he'd rather have April back than have his kids.
And just lying and playing the victim constantly and lashing out. I'm willing to bet. I'm at about 85% that guy's never touched her. Like hit her. I'm not going to say like never touched her. Like, I bet she's fucked her.
That's why she flinches every time he gets up. That makes sense.
But look, don't be with people in that industry. Don't be with people with those substance problems. Some of us learned the hard way. Get the fuck out of there.
And I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. People were saying this in the chat the night this was happening, because I don't watch a lot of her content, and I didn't see it in the video, but people are saying she has like all these bruises all over her. People are saying she's bruised up. I didn't see it in the videos, but I imagine there's a lot of chatters who check out her.
But also also I've known some women who just bruise spontaneous, like it's happened.
Especially from gangbangs. Yeah.
Spontaneously.
Okay.
It's not gonna end well, and you're not gonna help them, and you're not gonna fix them. To that Matt Mead
Aaron
guy,
Aaron does this a lot, where he makes himself the victim of a drug addict. Was April like a drug addict, or did she do coke for like 6 months?
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, like, not even.
I know. I'm glad you brought that up because I wrote this down in my notes. The first time April ever did coke was December of 2023. That was the first time she'd ever done it, and it was because this was Aaron's idea to hang out with the Ricadas. By March of 2024, Aaron was like, and April and were splitting up.
That's what I mean.
This. Yeah.
This is not a fucking Lenny Dykstra or something.
No, he experienced for 3.5 months a girl who decided like cocaine's pretty fun to do. Right. And now he's talking like an expert. He's like, I've been through it, man. I've dated addicts. I know how it goes.
You are a grain of sand against a hurricane when it comes to addiction. I don't care how much of a man you think you are. I don't care how much of I can handle it.
Also, for what anyone knows is that April's totally cleaned up and living a fine, normal life now. So
this was not a years-long battle with addiction.
No. If anything, it was like a bender for a few months.
Right.
29-year-old girl who got a little too crazy, maybe.
Right.
You know?
I love this. I love this thing of him. I don't care how much of a cool guy you think you are. I don't care how many views you get on YouTube. I don't care how much of a fun show you do every day.
How many perfect weeks you have in a row.
Also, I just thought of this too. So he's talking about like he has this experience with April and being with an addict. Like you can't do it. It's impossible. The addiction always wins over. However, Nick Rekieta was actually still dating April at that time and is still in love with her to this day, as far as I can tell. And so the fact is that Aaron's just butthurt that he lost the girl. It has nothing to do with her drug addiction.
Right. That addiction will roll over you and it won't even blink. It won't even break its pace. You are fucked, my friend.
Let us pray.
The fuck out of there. But don't you have a job? Don't you have a life? Like, aren't you mildly successful? From what I heard, this bitch has already cost you a job.
I'm glad he's not talking about this anymore.
Get her the fuck out of your life. What are you doing? All she does is lie about you, talks shit about you, plays victims. And then you got that Dabbleverse, which is, I didn't think I could think any less of these losers, but a bunch of incel simps who just don't know how the world works. They actually think this broad's being abused.
Oh, damn it. I just got into this story and you guys put me on the wrong side.
You're down here with us. Like, we've dragged you down.
And I'm just sitting there like a dad who's lived a life looking at a bunch of kids who got their first Playboy, and I'm going, oh, kids. Oh, kids. Sit down. Let daddy tell you a story. So don't, look, I'm not going to get involved.
Playboy article Keanu was putting on there.
Right.
He doesn't have his kids so frequently. He's desperate for anyone to call him daddy.
With that shit, but let me be on, because I don't want to be in any way even loosely associated with how that's going to end. I would encourage Gino and Keanu to never talk to those people again. Get them the fuck out of your life. They are going to drag you.
If she's not being abused, what's the problem?
Right. Yeah, he's saying both things. It's not going to end well, though. He will abuse her eventually, though, Patrick. He did say that. 85% sure that's
choice.
Yeah, right.
But also, if Aaron is Matt Mead in the story, then isn't he advising Keanu and Gino to not talk to him?
Yes. Makes perfect sense.
Down with them. She's a problem. He's stupid. You got to go. And they listen.
The best thing for Scarlett right now is if all her friends just turn around and ignore her.
Right. Stop returning text messages. Don't answer the phone.
Leave her with nobody but the abuser she's trapped with.
Let this work itself out.
But why is Aaron saying he's stupid? Aaron's kind of playing both sides. He's like, this guy didn't do anything wrong. He's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Like, what did this man do wrong in Aaron's mind?
Dating such a out of it drug whore.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's basically he's saying, like, stop having these people on shows. It's Pandora's abuse. Stop opening the box. Stop observing the abuse, and this will all just go away.
Yeah.
Retards on the internet. And again, simps, incels, the whole lot of them. She's a liar. Liar. Liar is implied with addict. When you are doing cocaine every fucking day.
I mixed up Pandora and Schrodinger again, didn't I? God damn it. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
It's Schrodinger's Pandora's box. It's the same.
Sorry.
It's like you may or may not unleash chaos if you open this box.
Stop observing the abuse. Stop looking at the abuse, and then we don't know. And then we won't know.
He just said she's doing cocaine every day now.
Yes.
She's liar. Liar is implied with addict. When you are doing cocaine every fucking day,
so he doesn't know. He doesn't think Matt's doing anything to her. He's got that all figured out. But he also knows her drug schedule, that she's doing cocaine every day.
And before it was pills, and now is it cocaine pills?
It's very subtle, but this feels like not about Scarlett anymore.
It's very subtle.
Because if anyone's been around people who've done cocaine before, Scarlett's behavior is not what comes to mind. She is on some sort of sedative or downer.
Yeah.
Like she's not.
Matt might be on cocaine.
Yes.
When you're having threesomes and you nanny for this family and you move into their house like this Scarlett.
You're a liar, and everything you lie about is to get sympathy, be a victim, so you can get more cocaine. That's it. And it's all about starting drama. It's about creating.
And for all Aaron knows, Matt Mead might be supplying her with all the coke that she needs. She might be like, wow, this is as much drugs as I've ever had in my life. So I got to get hit by you every few times a week? Okay.
Also, the scenario Aaron's describing here, like, you got to be a victim, you got to get sympathy, that way you can get more cocaine. The only thing he's ever been involved in where there was cocaine, there was an abundant amount of cocaine, and anybody could have it whenever they wanted. There was no need to act a certain way or suck dick for cocaine. Like, sometimes people just can't afford cocaine and do cocaine, Aaron. They don't need to. They're just enjoying their cocaine. He's like, I've seen this. It seems like Matt Mead can probably afford cocaine. I don't know if she needs to go, please, daddy, may I have another cocaine?
And it's all about starting drama. It's about creating that big distraction, that big puff of smoke so you can disappear and escape accountability in it. And there's only one solution to it. You're not going to fix them, Matt.
Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet it's therapy.
Divorce.
Let's see. What's the
You're not going to help them. You leave them in the hole they're in.
Oh, okay. I was going to be therapy. God damn it.
There goes his eye.
Yep.
All right. It's not your responsibility. You didn't do this to them. Get the fuck out of there before it's too late.
you didn't do this to them is a reference to April saying somebody did this to me when she got arrested.
Right.
Like
Right.
all of this is coded language around April.
Right, because if Matt is in love with this girl, as he claims to be, wouldn't you want to get her help? Like that thing he was talking about before, the therapy and stuff that she needs? And now he's going, don't even try to help her. It's just a lost cause. Okay.
Late. Because you'll get pushed one of these days and you'll get driven more and more into the psychosis. I know you think you're making progress and you think you're going to reach them. You don't realize that you're being sucked in, and you're going to get past that event horizon, brother. And then there's no going back. And you're not going to realize until it's too late and you're being arrested as a pirate that, holy shit, it got me.
Oh,
And if you're
this is like, he's like, Matt, what you need to do is share some personal private photos of her, do a quick stint in jail. It'll turn you right around.
Yep. All right. Enough about, Know It All Aaron is my least favorite version of him when he thinks he's got the world all figured out because he's divorced twice and failures in relationships all his life.
Well, those who can't do,
That's true. They teach. I do want to talk about missed goals because there's been some doozies this week, but real quick, supertip.gg/WATP, minimal participation coming in saying, we know Aaron knows about home ownership. His advice is to stay away from HOAs as they will now your lawn and shovel your driveway.
Oh,
mow your
Aaron,
lawn.
yeah, Aaron's whole rant about HOAs initially was like, what am I paying for? They're going to come mow my lawn a little bit. It's like,
no, they'll actually yell at you if you don't.
Yeah.
Goldfold coming in, your buddy.
Home de Deedla, love ya, fatty, all hail the Grand Meftu. Home de Deedla.
Deedla. He's changed it.
He still doesn't get it right.
Pescado Joe.
Stop Googling Keanu's barking spider pics. Instead, Google Keanu diddling her penis fly snatch. Every view equals $1 to our Amex GoFundMe. Niger is a country in Africa.
I didn't catch Keanu's show explaining the $33,000 lawsuit from American Express. Did you guys see that at all? What's the explanation for that? Okay.
They're also striking channels at the moment, claiming they struck Doom. Keanu keeps claiming that Doom leaked their address and doxed them. Doom blurted out, so they weren't exposed on there. But also, it's public court documents. Doom blurted out.
I heard Keanu complaining about Pretty Antisocial.
Find out where everyone lives.
Yes.
Right.
You can find out where anyone fucking lives. Like unless you like put it in a trust in another state under a different.
But Gino is copyright striking Doom, and Keanu is claiming that it's a privacy related issue. It's like it's all over the place. Nothing is real, and it's just.
I heard Keanu playing the victim earlier this week, which is just like, oh my gosh! And then I think it was Pretty Antisocial. They showed the documents that have our address, and she's all worried for her life. It's like, you live in Harlem, you should be worried for your life anyway, and no one's going there. No one's going to Harlem to find you.
Bullets zipping by her window, and she's like, "Doom."
Principal uncertainty coming in.
I made a graph.
No, that's not what Mike does. Young Sam.
Matt, stop dating such abusable women.
Abusable.
By the way, I would pay for a website of just graphs that Mike draws.
Juggernaut coming in.
I hit my horizon when I saw the jizz glistening on April's titties and lapped it up. Now my face is sprayed daily. Addiction is real.
I believe that. Anonymous says, it's crazy to me. The one moment when Keanu could redeem herself and gain fans, she fumbles and sides with the abuser. She could have been a Dabbleverse hero. Yeah, that interview with Matt Mead was crazy.
It's someone who's constantly talking about how she stands up for women who are being abused. Mm-hmm. And the one time which she could actually actively do something right then and there, she chose to do the opposite thing that ensured this woman got abused more.
Steven in the chat makes a great point. Does everybody remember that big yellow book they would deliver to everyone's house that would dox everyone?
Yeah, no shit.
That was the white book that did that.
That's true.
Yeah, I know, but it was a yellow book, and it was. I understand it was the white pages portion, you piece of shit.
It is dangerous.
We had two separate ones. We had a yellow pages and a white pages. Two books.
Yeah, it was crazy that Matt Mead came on Keanu's show after that And all they kept talking about was like, you've known me with all these different girlfriends. Have I ever abused anyone? She's like, no. It's like past performance does not predict future results, It's that disclaimer.
Also, abusers are good at like segmenting
Hiding
parts
that.
of their life and hiding it. You think Joseph
Keanu know?
Right.
If he abused his girlfriend.
Especially if she's friends with him.
Right.
You think Joseph Fritzl's neighbors were like, oh yeah, that's the guy that keeps his daughter in the basement,
Right.
But for the last 2 decades.
Hack Ride brings up a good point here, Mike. He says, how is there no bet between Mike and Carl regarding the Bills-Patriots game this weekend? I got it, beards. Loser loses the beard for Christmas.
No.
Nah, me neither. I'm not doing that.
That's rude.
I never bet on the Bills because I have too much invested already.
Yeah, I mean the Patriots might lose. That's why I'm not betting.
Reminds me of the time Chad offered me $1,000 to shave my beard, and I said done, and he just went. He never brought it up again.
How would Hack Ride do one of those bits? Does he need to switch to like a fat avatar or something for a while?
Yeah, I know. It's easy for you to say Hack Ride. It's a good point. Ukraine Poppy says, I am most jealous of Carl's beard. My beard has much smaller titties. I'm not sure what that means, but I think I'm offended. Shit show. Mike has great timing. It's like a Fifth Sense. Blind Mike World Order.
Thank you.
Ray DeVito, the
Technically,
gummy
it would be
smoker.
it's like a fifth. Okay, never
Wait,
mind.
the joke was there. It's good. Hard not to be a ghoul when you have Dracula hair. That's Aaron for sure. And Bacon Bits says, not missing the goal today. No, we are not missing the goal today, especially because of Juggernaut, who's been the executive producer on this episode.
Dabble versus Yellow Pages. Stop giving gold folds ideas.
I'm still trying to figure out how to fold gold.
You just got to make it thin. You got to get the leaf.
Yeah, it's very. Yeah, you can do
Good
that.
point. All right, let's watch Aaron miss the goal. This was a big one. This was an embarrassing one for Aaron.
140. I need your guys' help, and I need it bad. This is definitely a beg kind of a day. Get us close, man. Get us close so that somebody can work a miracle and knock out today's goal. We got 2 songs to play because of Fauci's Pangolin and the other guy. I'm sorry, I forget. Hey, I can't have any shame today. We're short 140. I need your money to knock out that goal. We can finally say goal. Let's play these 2 songs and see if it can happen. Where's my...
Mike, you familiar with this new thing?
I am.
He doesn't say the word goal
Sometimes
until
he
it
catches
touches
himself. He'll go,
right.
I almost said it.
But then when the begathon begins, he's allowed to say goal, which kind of negates everything that he did leading up to that, doesn't it?
Well, also, the word goal is not what we're making fun of.
No.
Right.
We're not like, oh, he calls it a goal. What a loser. It's like, no, the idea that he's doing it at all is what's funny.
Right. It's the begging for it, the desperation that we see at the end here.
light? Just give me the light and give me dough. Fucker, come on. Work, you cunt. There we go. Son of a bitch. That's a bad omen. All right, guys, we need money.
Beat for beat. This is like an edging sort of video. It's like a JOI or whatever. Like it's like, we're not gonna say it. We're not gonna go near it, but think about it. It might come up at some point. And then he gets to the end. We can finally say it. Let's do it. Do it now.
Spraying the goal everywhere.
Now's the time. Now's the time.
Another Dark Side Phil comparison, actually.
We need your money. Let's do it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants.
Have you heard this song before?
When I clipped his show from this week is the first time I heard it.
Right. This is a song he's been playing for the last year and a half or so.
On Rumble
It
Friday.
It is a racist version of a Muppet song.
Oh, I knew it sounded familiar. But
moving right along. Yeah.
Called Move Away from Nogs.
And this gets played every single Rumble Friday. Someone will pay to put this song on.
So
Fauci's Pangolins makes him do it, though. It's not his fault.
It's funnier in context. If you remember, he got rid of the Erica Nazi era song because he said, I think this is too racist. now he's replaced it with a good old fashioned them blacks, eh?
The house next door to me was bought by the goal, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God, help us so I can feel like I did a real show today. I like 20s at a time. I would like a Red Boy. I would like 100 drop. I would like 20 gifted memberships dropped.
Here's Santa.
Yeah. He was even looking up to the heavens as he was saying that. That's crazy.
Goal, are you up there?
I've been a good boy all year. I would like a red drop. I'd like a pink drop.
I mean, if we're going to knock out 140, it's either all of you got to get on $5 at a time right fucking now, or we're going to need some heroes today. We're going to need a whale to sink our ship today.
If we're going to hit 140, all of you have to give $5. If I do the math in my head, how many viewers does he have? That's like 30 people watching. That's not good.
Also, the whale is going to sink the ship.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead. Don't bother chatting unless there's a few dollars behind it. So
that's my favorite right there. Don't even bother chatting unless it's a super chat. I don't want to see free chats at all. It's offensive.
we can get ourselves a win today. This is the Jewish money-making part of the show. We don't worry about fucking free chats or anything like that at this point. It's got to be money, unabashedly money. Look, if you're within $50 by the final 5 minutes, we're laid back about it. But
you know what? Something happened just there, and maybe you guys will tell me I'm wrong about this. But one of Aaron's major talents is never using the word money when he's begging for money. He's got so many different ways to say it.
Oh yeah.
He's like a casino with chips.
Right. Yeah, right. You convert it, you go to the cashier.
Yeah, it's gaming.
He's losing his fastball here. He's just like, guys, money. Where's their money? Where's their money? Why come I
I'm
don't have money?
surprised he hasn't gone to some situation where, like, you go to steeltoe.com, you buy tokens, and then you're looking for people to give tokens. Really, it's
unabashedly money. Look, if you're
doesn't Kiki have a system like that?
Within $50 by the final 5 minutes, we're laid back about it. But 140, dude, I just hired another guy. We can't have misses. All right.
Why is that my fault?
I know.
As the viewer, why is that on me?
He was bragging about having so much money with Rumble, the surplus of money. He's like, we're going to hire Oz. I've reached out. Who else?
He was going to have Stuttering John on for a Saturday interview, which he hasn't done. And he was floating the idea of having him as a permanent co-host.
Yep.
We've never seen the Saturday show again. There were two and then out.
That's crazy.
This is like if you walked into a business store and you just browsed. You kind of looked around for a while and you couldn't find anything you wanted to buy, and you walk out. And on your way out the door, the owner goes, "Hey, I'm overstaffed here. You're not going to fucking buy anything?"
So what did I tell these employees to come in today?
It's not my problem, buddy.
It doesn't get brought up enough either because it just doesn't get mentioned. But there has not been Stoney's gift cards given out since that anniversary show.
Yeah, right.
Since July, he has not mentioned Cheetos, or Cheetos ain't in the chat no more.
Oh, no.
Cheetos might have had enough.
And he's still got the 30th anniversary Cheetos logo in the bottom corner, which we know that place has been around for more than 30 years.
Next year, 4 years running.
Yeah, it's the fourth anniversary of the 30th Steel Toe anniversary.
Nothing. We have nothing so far. All right. Click one of those links. Throw us $100. See if we can get a win. Let's see the phone. Anything on the phone? Nothing on the phone. I know I have a good sense of humor about this, but this ain't funny.
Remember, after jail, he wasn't going to have his phone with him downstairs anymore.
Right.
Never going to. You know what? I've realized things are devil's portal. I'm not going to have this.
He had a rule that he would check his texts and his emails, and then 3 hours had to go by before he'd pick up his phone again.
Yeah.
I'm going back to newspapers.
Yep, right.
Who knows? Steel Toe might even own one day. Remember last week? I want to be in all forms of legacy media.
Yeah, he said that again this week, that he's going to get a job back on the radio. He's having weekly conversations with 2 different radio groups in his area. And he's also trying to get back on Twitch. He wants to have a show where he's on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, Facebook, and an FM station all at the same time.
It'll fix everything.
Yeah, that'll do it.
If he
find hot single radio stations in your area.
If he makes himself available on so many platforms you can't count, maybe he won't be able to count the viewers either.
Yep.
That's the strategy.
He's on so many platforms at the moment that he's lost track of when he's not on Kick.
Right. Yeah.
It's
He can't figure it out.
He doesn't know.
And it's also like it's him inventing another metric that he can be ahead at. No one's on as many platforms as me. We're winning. And it's like, okay.
But he also said
Joe Rogan isn't on Kick, you know?
Yeah. He also said that once he gets back on radio, he'll still do this. He'll simulcast it, but he'll just have to watch his language. Considering the fact that the white power hour is how he makes all of his money out here, I don't know how well that's going to go where he's all of a sudden censoring himself on his YouTube and Rumble show.
Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. You know, the one thing about not doing the goal during the show anymore is that I do trick myself for 4.5 hours that I have a show.
Every now and again.
Yeah.
The real feelings come out. The truth comes to the surface. And you see what the insecurity actually is. I guess I'm not getting paid for this. I guess I'm just an amateur just pretending to be a real radio host or a podcaster. And I'm not.
He would have you believe that this is a character that he plays.
I know.
I think that's the cruelest thing I do to myself. Oh, boy.
Even the light is struggling in the back.
The light is so stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Because it's like the mouse. The battery's going to run out and he's going to throw it away.
Yeah.
Well, like his old co-host, he has been physically assaulting it, and now it doesn't work anymore.
I see what you did there.
We're spamming the chat. $140 is our miss today.
He's going through all 5 stages right before our eyes right now.
Speaking of lights, I love the fact that his sign is lit up and you can only see like the 2 bulbs up in the upper left corner. Like he comes in every day, he lights that sign up. Nobody can tell because he shines so many key lights on it. It's like
open for business.
I'll be back when somebody throws something out there. You got to admit, this 4.5 hours went pretty fucking quick. Plankton says it's hilarious seeing you perform. Thanks, Plankton. No, Plankton, I got to tell you, I appreciate it so much. It's just my life. It's fine. The goal is just life when I say the goal is life. It's fine. I'm glad you have a sense of humor about it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. I must have really shit the bed today. Holy fuck. All right. Let's play the second one. See if we can make any money on that. Here you go.
Good news is we have another song, so don't worry.
If that one didn't get you, listen to this.
He's gonna choose longer and longer songs to try to prolong this.
Yeah.
He'll end up putting on purple. Yeah.
Beethoven's 5th Symphony, everyone.
Yeah. No, it fades out and then it comes back in. It's still the same. It's still the first time. The song has a second part.
$5 from Redbird. Thank you, Redbird. This is very nice of you. Has the audience been investing in gold instead of giggles? I've clearly been eating shit. I suck. 135 away from today. We can't miss by 135, guys.
Next week he's gonna have 99 bottles of gold on the wall.
I can't overcommit to the beg today because
it's
I got to maintain a little bit of.
It's ironic that he's playing the mashed potato for the goal because that's what Charlotte told him he needs to put on food when it gets too spicy. So if he's feeling a bit too hot during the end of his show, just to cool it down with some mashed potatoes.
From the mouth of babes.
Dignity, because this is bad. And obviously nobody's on our side on this one today. So I gotta keep a little bit of grace while we lose. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble.
Done with grace.
He's a
At least I have my dignity.
He's a sore winner, but a graceful loser.
Yeah.
Rants 135 is the number. We could use somebody just dropping in a shitload of money right now. MSO, I got it.
Like watching the
I
show.
understand. All right, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Yeah, we don't need YouTube back. It really doesn't make a fucking difference. 130.
Everything. It's just all coming out.
Yep.
Has he thought about opening up an American Express card and just giving himself the goal every day? It'll be months before anybody finds out.
Help me have a decent day today. That would be nice. Throw in a couple of bucks. Nothing on Venmo at all today.
Huh.
A fucking fail if there ever.
I love those updates. The Venmo's been quiet as a mouse today.
was one. Hey, $5 from Brandon. Thank you, Brandon, for the $5. Coltrane with $5 says, come on, Pours. It's been a good show. Add to my tab. I know it's been a good show, but if people if it's not worth investing in, I can't, make people prioritize.
I know, fellas, I don't mean to brag, but I do a little investing. And the idea is that you put money in so that your dollar grows.
Yes.
And one day it'll be worth more money. I can't imagine investing in it. It just goes nowhere. It just goes into the ether, into Aaron's bank account.
It actually gets worse.
Yes.
Because tomorrow I'm going to be asked to pay again.
Steel toe, and they don't have to. They're not under any need to. 125 away from today. 5 memberships and a Red Boy. That's what we're missing by. We got about a minute left. Can we get 125 in a minute? It is a mashed potato song, by the way. 125 away. We've been missing so much lately that I've been working every fucking gimmick I can.
My favorite thing is he's like, the old phrase, beggars can't be choosers. He's like, no, this beggar is a chooser. He's like, I need a Red Boy and 5 memberships. That's the denomination I would like my money to come in at.
He does admit he's been missing a lot. And there's another So Thorough Joe Burrow compilation from the Tuesday of this week, the evening show, where he's missing like 3 evening show goals in a row. And this is coming off when he finally broke that streak of like 48 weeks in a row or something. He just finally broke that streak by $15. Now he can't make any goals.
He said they might get rid of the goal at night and on Wednesdays just do a Rumble Friday Wednesday. It's like,
right.
I'm saying day names.
That's my favorite, is that the branding for Rumble Friday is so rich and strong that you can't call it a Rumble Wednesday. It has to be a Rumble Friday Wednesday.
Also, it's like, so hold on, your idea, because no one gives to your show, is we're going to change it to a show where people have to give.
Right.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, I think he looks at Rumble Friday as a business model that works better because there's consequences, or you're purchasing something.
But here's the thing, Mike. During the week, you can send in a link for $1 on Rumble, and he'll play it. Yeah.
I didn't know that sort of steal was on the table.
Oh yeah, you don't have to wait and pay $5 for a link on Rumble Friday. Just pay a $1 Rumble rant, put a YouTube URL in it. He'll check it out.
Then what am I doing here? I gotta act now.
He's done a Rumble Friday show on different days now. Like Rumble Friday Thursday has happened so often. That on Wednesday it's like a Rumble Friday Thursday Wednesday.
That's a real
it's getting he's working his way back through the entire week
to try and get that number down as much as possible, but we got about 20 seconds left. Guys, I'm gonna ask you nicely, please give us a fighting chance today. 125 is a bad miss. I should fucking skip tonight too. I think people are just sick of the toe. Oh, if you're feeling generous and you can throw in a big drop. Yeah, I'm not gonna do another half hour, by the way, to try and
what's funny about this is that it was just last week, I think we were playing on this show, where Aaron was proudly saying his numbers beat Rocco's numbers. He has more views. And then when people point out, like, well, Rocco does 2 shows a week on his channel and you do 9, he goes, well, why is he being so lazy then?
Yeah,
why is this lazy bones not
lazy, not just completely diluting the product.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden Aaron's going like, is there too much Aaron on the internet? It's like, yes, of course there is.
I hope he cheers himself up tomorrow and has like a Taco Tuesday Saturday. You know what I mean?
You earned it, buddy.
But can you go back just a little bit? Because I love when Aaron does this, when he treats the audience like children. He just told everyone they're not going to Legoland. This is my favorite Aaron.
I'm not even going to do another 30. You don't deserve it, and I don't deserve it.
Miss, I should fucking skip tonight too. I think people are just sick of the toe.
Oh, a little further back.
Oh, if you're feeling generous and you can throw in, try and get that number down as much as possible, but we got about 20 seconds left. Guys, I'm gonna ask you nicely, please give us a fighting chance today. 125 is a bad miss.
God damn, I feel like Craigers.
Too. I think people, boy, that's what we're missing by. We got about a minute left. Can we get 125 in a minute? It is a mashed potato song, by the way. 125 away. We've been missing so much lately that I've been working every fucking gimmick I can to try and get that number down as much as possible, but we got about 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Do more
Guys, I'm
gimmicks.
gonna ask you nicely. Please give us a fighting chance today. 125's a bad miss. I should fucking skip tonight too. I think people are just sick of the toe. Oh, if you're feeling generous and you can throw in a big drop. Yeah, I'm not gonna do another half hour, by the way, to try and get more.
No one
This
gets
isn't a
ice
clear as
cream.
fuck signal from your.
Oh, come on, Aaron, please. I need to watch it for 25 more minutes. Come on.
Moody's right. There are more gimmicks. I'm sure
There's-
that new refrigerator of yours has a stick of butter in it.
There's also nothing happening on the right-hand side of the screen. There's plenty of room for gimmicks. You've got a light in the middle. You've got a movie on the left. Stick some
point.
things on the right.
Audience, that Aaron, we don't really need you today. That's fine. We'll go with our massive fucking loss and see what we can do with it. It's not good. Missing by 125.
I've always
but-
said this. One of the most fascinating things about this show, and it doesn't get talked about, but it's just been fundamental since the beginning. He has set up this show, this structure of this show, to where it just ends on a bummer. It'd be like going to a comedy show and the comedian puts his worst joke at the end and then just goes, nothing. All right, good night.
It'd be like Brian Callen's special.
You've given it too much. Not their worst joke. If they told a joke and then ended on, I've been dealing with a lot of suicidal thoughts lately. I'll see you guys next time I'm in town.
Oh, so you've seen Gary Goldman then, Mike?
When
Hey,
he
look,
says like,
if
you
you-
guys, I'm counting your laughs, and if I don't get enough laughs, I'm heading off the stage.
Right, yeah.
You know what? We're not even going to do a closer tonight. Good night.
But hey, look, if you feel like throwing us some money later today, you're listening later, go for it. That would be great.
Okay.
$10 from Redbird again. Thank you, Redbird and Coltrane. I really appreciate it.
God, he's down to so few donors. I hear the same names over and over again on this show now.
This is
$10. He says you had.
This is a good super chat or whatever that someone sent in.
Is he going to read it
Just
or
melt-
skip it?
We'll see.
Down this time last year, those that have to work for a real job are penny pinching with Christmas spending, plus Christmas and New Year's making for the most of us getting 3 short checks. I get it. No, I understand that part 100%. I'm blaming
I
myself.
can tell
on this
you,
one.
as part owner of Super Tip, that around Christmas time, it goes up. Like numbers of people donate more. The time where it's at its lowest is the first couple of weeks of January, where everyone's away on holiday. But like around Christmas time, December is like the most money that gets handed out on the internet.
People get bonuses. People they budget for this every year. Yeah, exactly.
But also to your earlier point where Aaron doesn't internalize these, like he just reads them and moves on. The person goes, hey, like a lot of us work real jobs. We have Christmas coming up. We're like spending. We're trying to, save money. And Aaron goes, no, I know. I blame myself.
Yeah, this is my fault.
No. This guy's not even saying it's your fault, Aaron.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't internalize what's actually happening.
Self for every loss. Oh, shit. Well, thank you, guys. I'm probably going to beg on Facebook for that. I'll go to the Toe Boys page and I'll ask them, hey, throw in a couple of bucks today because we missed like a month.
Why the fuck would he say this out loud? Why in the hell would he say this part? This is amazing. I love this.
Can I have some money, please?
Beg on Facebook for that. I'll go to the Toe Boys page and I'll ask them, hey, throw in a couple of bucks today because we missed like a motherfucker. 120 is the
I might
number.
set up a GoFundMe.
120. If you missed by 120.
Do you guys, I guess you would have no way
Yeah,
of
we did
knowing.
get halfway.
But do you guys have any idea, like if he goes to the Toe Boys, do they go, you got it, Aaron, here's some money?
Usually.
They
from
do.
what Aaron says. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've never
He'll
seen
like
it myself.
come on the next show and he'll be like, the Toe Boys got it. The streak's still alive. Yeah.
You can always rely on them.
The thing about the Toe Boys page is you can't join it anymore. Like
Yes.
it's locked in from like 2023. Like you have to have been a toe boy or you're never going to be a toe boy.
Mm-hmm.
We did get halfway there. All right. Well, Streamlabs.
All right, so
I've got
not
I've
feeling
got a
good
quick-
about himself.
I've got a quick clip, Carl,
Okay.
if we want to show this.
Sure.
Hold on. Isn't it odd that he went all year long and didn't have one goal miss? And now in the past week, all of a sudden, it's just.
Right.
He's missing like almost every show. It's
When
crazy.
it
how that
rains, it
happened.
pours. Poors. When it snows, it pours.
I like that.
Sorry. I love a pun. This is Johnny talking. This was caught by Hate Clipper on the Steel Toe Bean Show subreddit. Johnny here accidentally admits that he is employed or has some work from Steel Toe, but also is on some unemployment benefit, and he just flustered. He gets really, really flustered. It seems like he might be getting employment checks, unemployment checks from the government, but doesn't want the government to know.
Kevin Brennan, are you saying this guy doesn't pay his taxes?
Right. We're in the season of the IRS dob again. Check this out.
I believe it's for two reasons. One, she just doesn't trust the medical establishment, and she is a Canadian of a tinfoil hat. And two, she utterly wants it to work because her and I are just so smitten with each other, which is going to continue to be a thing. So I would like it to work as well. Digger, hey, a kid's going to lurk while I quote unquote work today. Have a great day. Oh, great. So you have a job. You're going to rub it in my face because I'm unemployed. I mean, technically, in a way. I mean, I'm hired as a contracted, support on Aaron's show, and I do my own show. But I mean, that apparently doesn't count as employment. People keep telling me to get a real job. So oh God, this isn't a real job. Nobody told me when I signed up that it wasn't a real job. I could have swore this desk is real. This thing is real. The money's real. I don't know what's fake. All right. Anyways, we have a couple of things. Thank you, voice crack. That's what I needed. My voice to crack like a newborn baby right out the gate. Jigger up.
His voice cracked. He gets flustered as soon as he goes onto the spiel about unemployment, being a technical contractor, not actually getting jobs.
So I'm so confused with how Aaron's show is doing. I never know. He's like, on the one hand, he's like, the night show's failing. We might get rid of goals. Then out of his mouth, the next time is like, things are going great. We're hiring Oz. He's put out this offer to pay Karmic. Like, what's going on? Are you doing great and you're in a hiring frenzy, or is it all coming crashing down? I can never tell with this guy.
Also, he says the Rumble numbers are ridiculous, I believe is the word that he used. So
I agree.
I agree as well. So he's doing these ad reads now, and he's got the Rumble advertisers coming in. And he's like, I can put that money in towards the goal to make up for it. We know, based on what Mersh told us, that these are dozens of dollars that he's making, right, from these ad reads.
We've seen some of these ad reads. They're less than $10.
So not even dozens.
You'll get 702 to perform to promote Black Rifle Coffee or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, yeah, you can actually see it when he flashes Rumble Studio on his screen. I've got it paused here. It shows you on the right-hand side of the screen what the ad reads are and how much they're for.
$475?
Yes. So if he has 10 viewers, he can get $475 to advertise 1775 coffee.
You know what's even funnier? If Rumble takes 20% of that $475.
Well, hold on. No, explain this to me, Moody. What do you mean if he has 10 viewers, he gets $4.75?
So here it says minimum viewership to run this ad.
Oh, minimum viewership.
Yeah,
right.
To be eligible to run this ad.
Okay.
And it's a $4.75 ad. And so
the advertiser's getting ripped off for that. That's way too expensive
and
for
just,
10 people.
Just another caveat to how Rumble's doing. It's so any broadcaster with 10 viewers can run this ad for $17.75 coffee. You're right.
Yeah.
These advertisers don't give a fuck whether they're
Right.
That's not going to last.
I mean, I don't hear of shows that are on Rumble other than political shows that have been banned from other platforms and stuff. I don't hear a lot of shows even talking about Rumble.
So Shuli Network. Go check out the Shuli Network on Rumble there off of YouTube again.
I'm talking about massive shows. I don't hear saying we have a Rumble channel or anything like that.
Someone in the chat is saying so 100 viewers would get him $475. No, they're two separate things. The 10 means you have to have at least 10 people watching in order to run this ad. And if you do run the ad, the offer to run the ad is $4.75. The offer doesn't change.
That's what I was confused by. That's crazy.
I mean, it might be based on viewership, that's the offer to him.
Right.
But
if you get
for every 10 viewers, you get $4.75. That would be amazing. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be a very high CPM.
There'll be some that come in as like at 150, you'll get $20 if you read this ad or whatever.
No, he gets $4.75, and he's eligible to get that $4.75 because he has at least 10 people watching. That's what it means.
Supertube.gg/WATP Juggernaut coming in again.
Aaron being racist sounds strange to me. I'm the asshole he's never heard of, so what do I know?
Good
That's
point.
true.
Minimal Participation says, Kiki and Aaron will never have a large following because they aren't genuine and not good enough to fake it. Imagine 1 minute agreeing with what they say, and 4 minutes later, you're like, wait, what? Because they just changed their mind and just say the opposite thing.
Yeah.
All right. Now for the goal time, we'll be listening to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Give those donos.
Matt Fecteau coming in. He says, I have met Carl and the entire WTP tribe these last few years in Detroit, and I also met Melton this year, and it was great. What you guys have is genuine gratitude, and that's why I support you guys. Aaron will never get that. Well, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much, Matt. And thanks for coming out to the Detroit shows. Yeah, genuine gratitude.
I met Matt and his son. He drug his son out to the Detroit show. His son was not so into it and doesn't get it at all. But Matt's trying to get him. Matt's trying to get him to come around.
I love that. All right, so let's do some plugs. Blind Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show with us today. I always love when you're on This Little Piggy. And of course, people can check you out at blindmike.net.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'll be live Sunday at 10 a.m. We'll be talking about Aaron and Stuttering John and Casey Tron and all sorts of stuff. And Why You Laughing? The new episode is Jim Carrey. It just posted for members. So if you want to become a member on Patreon or YouTube, you can do that right now. Or it comes out for free next week. Check out Why You Laughing also.
Are you going to comment on Cardiff on Stuttering John?
Oh, yeah.
What were your thoughts on that? Anything high level you can?
Cardiff did a great job. I do think I talked about this with you before WATS yesterday.
Yeah.
I think like it should be studied in broadcasting school. The next day, John went on and replayed the interview and would talk over it and go, "That's a good point." Like about himself.
That was amazing.
Argue with Cardiff again. It's masterful. It really was.
He was his own hype man.
But I thought
he'd really repeat the thing that he already said. He'd be like, yeah. And he'd say it again.
I thought Cardiff did a great job, as good a job as you could do, but it's more proof that like you'll never get through. There's just no. I've made this mistake many times. I'm sure many others have. You know, I always think like, well, if I could talk to John, I would make him realize a lot of things.
Yeah,
and then moments like that, and you're like, oh no, I wouldn't.
I say the same thing every time Dr. Steve thinks he's going to help Chad.
Right.
Like you're not.
Tim Bollinger comes in with $100, and I appreciate that. $100. He says, I told Carl at Hackmania 1 that he is the reason I found the Dabbleverse, and I thank you again. Thank you, Tim. And thanks for coming to Hackmania. Come to Hackmania 3. Hack to the future.
I get messages, especially when we're on with Blind Mike, saying that you guys should have Blind Mike at Hackmania. He has the offer, and that's up to Blind Mike.
I appreciate being invited. Thank you, buddy.
We'd love to have Mike at Hackmania. I need to be hosting more podcasts. That would be fantastic. Hackmania.com, promo code WATP, save 10% April 10th through 12th in Las Vegas. And it just keeps getting better every year. I had a blast the first year. This past year was 10 times better, and I'm really looking forward to this next year coming up.
We're working on something, Carl. We're working on something, right?
We're working on some stuff. Could be big. Could be big. So you want to get your tickets, because I've been saying this on my show, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this thing could sell out, right?
It depends, because we have an option to go to a bigger venue.
Okay.
In the same hotel. So
okay. So Patrick, this thing could sell out. You're going to want to buy your tickets.
I'll tell you this.
They sell
your
out.
Promo code. I'll tell you that right fucking now. You better get
What an asshole. People should check out Nobody Likes Onions. You doing a members only show tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
What are we covering on the members only show?
Just whatever. We kind of like don't plan it. We just go with where people want to go. But yeah, we're gonna have a
Sounds like
long
a Rumble Red Friday.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. No, I it's like stuff that fell through the cracks that I don't do on my normal show, but we'll have a really long one tonight.
It's a Rumble Friday, YouTube Saturday for members.
Beautiful. Moody, anything you're promoting, my friend?
SteelToe.lol.
No, fuck you.
SteelToe.lol. Go there when Aaron is live and turn on movie mode to enjoy the beautiful Technicolor background and Invisible Touch. We'll be doing some good stuff with Super Tip as well. Hopefully launch to the new version by the end of this weekend. Big launch. If there's any creators on Super Tip that you admire or you're in with, ask them and bug them about an invite code because they will be getting one, and that is how you can sign up to Super Tip for your streams.
Yeah, Mike Geary.
All right.
Get on that.
And they don't need to have audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can completely turn off the AI voices and just have it be read like normally to you by
that.
Yeah.
Well, for Moody, Patrick Melton, and Blind Mike, I am Carl from MLC saying thank you so much for hanging out with us on This Little Piggy.
Bye.
There's a show in town, it's going down. Every week we're back on solid ground. Steel toe slipping, but we're gripping. Got the tea to spill, it's always flipping. From April's script to Aaron's glee. Oh, this drama's just a spree. Polydrama, legal trauma, another win. Oh, that's the karma. This little piggy went to YouTube. This little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy's begging for dollars, and this little piggy's breaking down loud. Every week when we cabbage flow, tune in for This Little Piggy Show.
All right, Adam Bush coming
What
in with
the
a
fuck?
Adam Bush coming in with
on?
a super tip at the last minute here.
Aaron's show ends like Jerry Lewis saying, "Well, guys, it's your fault. We didn't cure muscular dystrophy again."
Thank you, Adam.
That's pretty good.
Glad we got that, Ed.